Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's Twitch channel for our D&D 5th edition campaign, The Blackest Heart. We're glad you all could join us. Gonna just real quick, so I'm kind of doing this now for the majority of our videos just to verify that everything's working correctly sound-wise. So if everyone can, just kind of pipe up one at a time. Eurydice, say something.
All right.
Rhogar?
A lot of words.
Hello.
Jacob?
Howdy. Did you know that... That's it.
Okay. Diana?
Hello.
All right. And Zeroff.
Hola.
All right, so now I'm just waiting for the delay so I can hear it and make sure everything's coming through right. But while I'm waiting on that, I do want to say that I've added something a little new to the intro, to our little intro video that you'll see here in a little bit. And I just want to mention it right now ahead of time, just to make sure people are aware. Our channel is an adult channel, especially the campaign. It is an adult campaign. There is adult language, topics, things like that. So we have put in front that there is a possibility of things coming up in game that could be triggering for people. So we want people to be aware of that, and as always, take care of your mental health first. But it's just something we need to mention just to make sure that we don't cause problems for anyone who's listening to the show and not being aware that that is a possibility. Doesn't mean it's going to happen every game or very many games, but it could happen. So I wanted to mention that, and we do have a slide in the new intro video that just kind of spells that out in legalese and all that stuff. Also, as always, got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. It's a great website. It's a small business run by a friend of mine and his wife, and they've got dice bags, miniatures, dice trays, printing out dice towers. They even got the rollout maps that you can put on your table and draw different things on. So they've got a lot of cool stuff that you guys can get. Go ahead and check out their site, and if you do, just remember that when you check out, type in TOGG15, that's TOGG15, and you'll get 15% off of your order. And I think I've got that set up to do this. Nope. Yep, there it goes. So there's the link in case you want to go check them out. One other shout out I do want to give out to is other people in the Tailspire community. There are some of us. I've been working over the past couple days here to try to connect some of these people, specifically the ones that are using Tailspire to actually run games and are streaming them on Twitch. And one of those is a great guy, Lil L-I-L _ Clay Pot. I want you guys to go ahead and you should check him out. He actually runs his campaigns on both Monday and Tuesday. He's got games where he's using Tailspire, so you should check it out. He's got some great content, and want you guys to be able to enjoy D&D and Tailspire, as many days of the week as you've got available. There's others in the community that, in the Tailspire community in particular, that are wonderful. Demon Gun, for example, Estalry, Mad Wizard. There's tons and tons. And over the days and weeks here in the future, hopefully we'll be able to get everybody together and coordinated and, provide you guys with those options so that you can see who all's out there, what they're doing. You can check them out and see if you like what is being done and find more shows to watch. So that's that. Anything else? Does anyone else have any announcements? No? Okay, well, that being said, without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. Okay, and we are back. So, last week we had a special one-shot that was run. So our last episode was actually 2 weeks ago. And before you do a recap of that, I want to once again say thank you, Dana, for running that holiday-themed one-shot last week. That was really fun. I had a blast. And it was really cool.
Thank
And I hope others of you watched, and if not, you can catch it on the YouTube channel. We got it there, posted that up, so you guys can watch it there. It's real fun. About 2 hours of us being goofy as hell and struggling so hard with all the puzzles.
If only I had been there. My cleric had lots of fun magic that would have led us to
Yes.
places.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I do think I gotta say, Rhogar, for by your own self-admission saying that you are horrible with riddles, you were kind of the MVP. You took like 5 or 6 of those or whatever it was, and you figured out a bunch of them.
One of them I stole, let's be real. It was
Anyway.
easy.
Anyway, in our last episode of the campaign 2 weeks ago, the party had found themselves at sea on the Coral Breaker with Captain Argo, the rest of the crew, including Antonio, a very, very flamboyant and hardworking new deckhand that, thanks to a quick friendship that he created with Diana, now has a new job on the Coral Breaker. They were all at sea, making their way north towards the continent of Enethir, which is the continent that the kingdom Diana came from, is on, up in the north, in the mountains. On their way, weather had been great. Things had been going well. It happened that way for quite a few weeks. Until...
It was 2 weeks. I remember. We only got
exact.
2.
Yep. So until...
2 numbers through our little
until a very violent and quick storm blew in, bringing along with it strange energies that created a portal that began to open before them. The captain and his crew doing their very best to try to steer the ship away from it, even though the storm itself seemed to be driving them towards it, and the portal was attempting to suck them in, was then absconded, or what's the best word for it? I would say, attacked by a very large creature with a multitude of tentacles that tried grabbing people, slamming them across the ship, and
They tried
some,
Eurydice.
yes, and some, including Eurydice, being swallowed. The party managed to fight off this menace, and miraculously even prevented some of their party members from going over with the creature in its death throes. Or at least they thought it was its death throes, as it just seemed to get pissed off and went behind their ship and began to push it directly towards the portal, which the corrections of the captain and the crew could not overcome, and they were forced into it. While being forced into it, energies from the portal lashed out at all of them. Diana, who had undergone a traumatic series of events over the last few weeks, and then seeing one of her friends, Eurydice, be thrashed by a lightning bolt, or actually Diana getting thrashed by the lightning bolt and Eurydice getting swallowed, had a mental break. Her power unleashed, and she was encased in basically a cocoon of ice. Think Han Solo frozen in carbonite.
But it looks like
Eurydice-
Zelda from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, there you go. There's another good example. A better one.
Or do you mean Skyward Sword?
Yes.
Both work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eurydice, an elf, actually was hit by some of this strange energy, and surprisingly, even though normally elves have no problem with this kind of thing, was put to sleep.
And not in the dog kind of way.
No.
Oh boy.
Yes. Jacob was struck down by some of this energy, causing him to almost lose his life if it hadn't been for Rhogar, who was the only one unaffected directly, other than Diana, since she was already encased. Managed to, I believe you cast healing on him, or did Jacob try to do a healing potion? I can't remember exactly. I think you cast healing on him or something.
I healed.
Jacob
I
was
healed
down, so he
somehow.
could not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he healed Jacob, preventing him from what could have been his death. And then there was Zeroth, who was basically grabbed by the electrical energy surrounding the edge of this portal, and thrown right to the center where all the colors of this energy were converging, as the party found themselves appearing in basically the kind of the void that you can see, with their ship seeming to hover in midair with no water to buoy it. Zeroth appeared at the front of the ship on the bow, glowing with energy and seeming to be somehow changed. Eventually, with Jacob up and Eurydice finally brought back awake, and Diana currently still in her cocoon of ice, they attempted to figure out where they were and what was going on, and hopefully figure... trying to steal the shows out. And hopefully figuring out how to get out of here, and if there was any way to get Diana out of her ice cocoon. Well, in the spirit of that, Eurydice sought some higher power assistance, and in doing so, managed to contact her patron. It didn't necessarily go as she had hoped, as these things seldom do. In the area in which they are, as the demon Fraz Urbleu entered her presence. entered her presence in the cabin in which she was staying. The darkness surrounded her, but it was not like the darkness she's used to when he arrives. For in this bleached out existence that they found themselves in, the blackness wasn't entirely concealing, more a deep shade of gray, and for the first time ever, the countenance of this demon was seen by her Eurydice's own eyes, and it struck terror into her soul. She did manage to get some answers, though. The important one, where the hell are they? Which turned out to be purgatory. She also found out that there seems to be about and I'm gonna make a correction here on something. It's not really 7-1, it's 5-1. Weeks in this world are 5 days long, by the way.
Gotcha.
So if we look back at the calendar and how I've set everything up, I had forgotten to pull that up and forgotten about that. But the calendar itself, weeks are 5 days long. So with a 3-day, special week in the middle of what would effectively be summer. Okay. But other than that, weeks are 5 days long, and but everything else seems to happen on the normal scale. So, like, for example, since Diana Well, I won't say this now. We'll wait. We'll see. Just know that weeks are 5 days long, and that is everything that encompasses what a week means. So if someone says it takes X amount of weeks, that's how many weeks it does. It takes X amount of months, that's how many months it does. Even though there's less days in a week than there is in real life. Anyway, that's where we left off. So you guys currently find yourself on the deck of the ship.
Eurydice is actually curled up in her room. She's having an anxiety attack from the whole thing. She's not okay, but once she's at least sort of good, she's gonna go back.
DM, can you look at messages really quick?
Yep. Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. So sorry about that. Go ahead, there, Eurydice.
So Eurydice is gonna go up and go up to everyone and just be like, "Hey, so where do cats go when they die?
Say that again.
Where do cats go when they die?"
To the graveyard?
No, purgatory. And that's where we are.
Oh.
I want to go back to sleep. Someone put me back to sleep. I saw the
Ronald.
face of Frazal Bull appear, and I kind of want to die. So,
Oh, okay.
and it's terrifying. And can I jump off the edge of the ship, please?
I could just hit you with my sword.
Hold on.
I've got a better idea. Is the captain
No.
nearby?
He's right here next to us.
Yes,
Okay.
actually, you're in your room, but when if you come out, everybody else is actually up on the deck near the helm of the ship. The captain is one of the deckhands, one of the normal helmsmen of the ship, as well as everybody else in the party is up there.
So Eurydice is going to turn to the captain, and she's going to be like, "Do you have anyone on here that you just don't like? That no one likes? That everyone absolutely hates and would have them rather be gone?"
What?
He looks at you with kind of a curious look on his face, one eyebrow raised a little bit, and goes, "My, you are a bit odd, aren't you? No,
Thank you.
my crew are not to be touched. I rely
Damn
on
it.
each and every one of them."
Damn it.
Eurydice, are you trying to send someone to...
Yes, because you said I need to sacrifice.
purgatory.
I need to make a good sacrifice soon, and so I'm kind of panicking.
Can't you
Okay,
sacrifice
what-
money?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
what money
like
do you
he wants a
have?
good sacrifice, and money doesn't always cut it. He's the demon of greed.
Okay.
He doesn't
Listen,
want money.
it's okay. Calm down. Here. And
You don't have
Jacob,
to really fish.
Jacob is going to pull out his enduring spellbook. Look. I keep 2 copies of these.
What a nerd.
He pulls out his second spellbook, which is his original, more kind of tattered and worn than the newer one. But both of them are filled all the way with both spells.
Still
So,
nerdy.
if it is something realistically that's scaring the absolute shit out of you, and you need something to sacrifice, this is very important to me.
I thank you, Jacob, but I if that's that important to you, then I will.
No, I have a second one. I
I
understand
understand that, but like, this is like I've gotta get it in my own way. I guess it doesn't feel like
How soon do you have to have this?
I don't know. He said soon.
There's some starfish behind you.
Soon could be a few days.
Soon in this place could mean
Yeah, I was like a few seconds could be soon in this world.
yeah.
We're in a very strange place.
Maybe he'll be understanding that we're in a different timeline.
Sure.
What day of the week is it? Is it the weekend? We're counting business days, correct?
There's only 5 days a week, so I'm not sure when the weekend starts and ends. Think it's just a work day every day.
It's just
Just a
hell.
If,
Yeah.
if it comes
So-
down that
Yeah.
if he's greedy, he would want something valuable, not just in the sense of regular value, but something valuable to others, correct?
Hmm. Let me see what's in my
Then-
backpack.
I am very serious about handing you this book because I don't want you in danger of this thing.
Like, I've got plenty of money. I was just kind of, kind of hoping, just a last ditch effort to make sure that, see if, there's any bodies that I could use. Because,
No, I
But-
get it. I understand. I understand.
I don't know. Can you summon creatures or no?
I can, but they don't stay, relatively. They all just kind of crumble into nothing.
Do they have to be dead for you to sacrifice it?
I think so.
And typically, whenever you summon a creature, when you kill it, it just kind of poofs. There's nothing
Yeah.
really left behind.
It's
I don't think I've ever
complicated.
tried to sacrifice something alive.
Is there a rat on the ship?
That just seems like an insult, I have to
That
say.
would be an insult. Remember when we tried to? They had all teleported, and I was contacting Mr. Demon Man for assistance to get to them.
Right?
Well, I used the gnome that Zeroth had destroyed, and he got really mad. So I don't think I can do that again.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He sounds prissy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No,
I'd be upset.
understand.
By the way, is the ship still sailing, or are we just floating?
Oh, yeah, we're just like anchored down.
Or are we just in the ether?
And also at this point, I think Zeroth would ask two people to help him tie down Diana so she doesn't slide off the deck.
Oh, my spell's still on her, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's not rolling anywhere, you guys. I
Okay.
protected her.
Cool.
Sorry, no, I
Yay,
was
see?
not. Yeah, sorry, no, I was not because it was an actual voice call I had to go and take care of.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Yeah, if
Oh,
possible,
okay.
though, if you can leave the camera up, just for video positions. But if you
Yeah,
can't,
sadly,
no worries.
Discord won't let you do that. If you enter
Oh,
a
that
different
sucks.
call, it automatically takes you out of the other
That-
ones.
Yeah, figures.
Curse
Alright,
ye,
that's what I
Discord.
That's what I thought happened. So,
Anyway,
so to answer your question, say once again, you were asking, are you like tethered anywhere? Is that what you were asking?
Well,
Yeah,
are we floating? Are we just like drifting? Or are we just
As far-
stationary?
As
in
far
the
as you
air,
can
like in
tell-
the ether, or are we like in water still?
No,
We're
as
not in
far as you
water.
can tell, when you look over the side of the ship and you look around you, there seems
How
to
far up
be,
can we see by chance? Sorry.
pretty much, I mean, clearly where you can actually discern detail and stuff like that is your normal distance, your normal vision. So, 60 feet or 120 feet, like if you're someone with extra good vision, so you can see that kind of distance and get good detail. Beyond that, being that this is wide open, everything is very uniform and endless looking, and because of that, it is extremely difficult to discern actual distance. You can't really see a horizon, even though in Tailspire you kind of can, but you can't really see a horizon any direction.
Oh, hey, I
you
found
look.
the other boat.
Oh yeah, I
Hey,
scrolled over.
go back.
Well.
Don't look over there.
I see a dock. Is that a ship?
That's what you did.
Drag us back over.
Rhogar will walk over to the edge, and I have a 50-foot hemp rope. I'll just tie it to like one of the little rails back there, just to see if we are moving.
This is gonna go over the edge, and she was just gonna spit
I
and
was-
see how far it goes down.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm gonna see if we're moving or not.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask Jacob if it'd be a good idea to, one, disturb the water, and
There's
two,
no
if
water.
you could make me rocks. No?
Well,
Okay.
that's what I was going to explain to you as you look. You can see below you what looks to be almost like the surface of water, but it's a little bit odd, a little bit different. It doesn't quite look like water, but it is literally a couple 100 feet below the ship. And between the ship and it, there seems to be nothing.
Okay.
Additionally, Eurydice, with your extremely high perception, yes, you would notice easily that the sails of the ship seem dead. They're not moving at all.
Okay. So
There doesn't seem to be any wind or anything around, and none of you, which you all would notice, you can't feel any wind or air movement. Everything seems still. But if you hang a rope over the side of the ship, you also are able to tell it just hangs there, unmoving.
I'm gonna forget for a second that Diana's frozen. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Diana." Oh, never mind. I was gonna ask her to dimension
I
door.
love how you're like, oh, now that you're not actually here, this is weird.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, dimension door would be in so much help right now. We could just jump and then pop back up, but 90 feet isn't gonna cut it. Wait, you know dimension door?
No, I can do something though to see if it can move.
Oh, you know Gus.
Garlic spear.
No, I'm just going to and Jacob's gonna look over the side.
Okay.
And he will, with Thrym chilling on the boat, he's going to jump in.
Okay. So Jacob is jumping over the side of the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll only be a moment.
Once he does that, Eurydice just like look.
Damn.
Eurydice will just like run over the edge of the side and go, shit, Diana's gonna kill me!
Should I cast Aura Vitality?
I'll be, just hold on.
I feel like he's saying that as he's like, oh,
As-
should be, hold on, and he's
as
just getting
you
quiet.
As you jump over the side, your momentum carries you about 10 to 15 feet away, a nice strong jump, so that you clear the sides of the ship, and you fall a distance of about 3 inches before you stay there, and
Whoa.
you're not really standing on anything solid, you're just there.
Okay, he just slowly turns. Okay.
You find
guys.
you can't get purchase on anything to get yourself to spin around. You can turn your head or like try to twist your torso, but you can't.
I mean,
It's
he will
as if-
try to do
Yeah.
something to switch.
Yes,
To look.
think of it as if you were in, to put a real world example, as if you were in outer space. Vacuum.
Gotcha.
You need something to push against or to,
So he's got like no gravity to just go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. He's got no friction to work against.
Can I lasso you?
You could try.
Oh my god, let's play Red Dead.
I mean, I can get myself back onto the boat, but I'm just
No, let
curious
them
about
have their
what's going on
fun.
here.
Let me lasso you.
Okay.
You guys, my dad had one of these in his room. We're in a glass ship, or in a glass bottle. Not the ship's
Ooh,
not.
what if is Purgatory a glass bottle?
It feels very glass bottle like.
Can Eurydice actually look like just around, like around to see if it actually might be a glass bottle?
Oh my god, why are
Give me
you
a perception
believing me?
You never know.
Oh, I
Give me a
swear
Can
to
we
God.
tell
check.
what kind of bottle this is?
If I swear to God, we're in a glass bottle. I'm gonna lose my shit.
There's no horizon, and the bottom looks weird.
Like I said, give me a perception check.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Okay, come on, new dice, don't fuck me.
Wait, do I have no, I don't. I'm not even proficient.
13.
Okay.
Or wait, no, 14.
All
There
right,
we go.
You really can't tell anything, any details about anything. The entire place is just. It seems blank, empty. It's very worrisome, in fact.
It's like staring into the void, and just
In a way, it's like staring into the void, but at the same time, there's substance there, because, I mean, you can kind of feel. I mean, there's a ship under your feet. There's things here, but the extent of your ability to perceive is hampered just by an unknowable distance and lack of form, lack of other substance around. Do you kind of understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Zeroth, if you want to try to lasso Jacob, I'll say just give me a straight up, like an unarmed strike. We'll just call it that.
Oh, okay.
And Jacob, are you attempting to not get hit by the lasso?
I got 17 total.
He's just, yeah. I mean, he will try to grab onto it.
Okay.
Eurydice totally would have gone down to watch this.
Yeah.
I would if I noticed Jacob trying to not get captured, I would have mage handed.
Oh no! He is not trying. He's trying to get captured.
So yeah, you absolutely get a rope around him, and then once you do, he kind of assists and cinches it around his waist.
All right, Tom for TOGG.
I don't think you're gonna have to pull that hard.
Yeah, you pull him in without much issue. It's not really a struggle. In fact,
can we ask the captain if he knows what the hell's going on?
you certainly can.
I think
But in fact, when
we already did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you didn't know.
We already have.
when you pull Jacob in, what you notice is that it is practically effortless. Because it's like he's really got barely any weight.
Been working out? You
And
lost some weight?
it's just you give a tug and he just kind of floats right over with you, and then is on the ship.
No, I think it's. I mean, thank you. I'm flattered, but I think it has to do with the thing out there, and Jacob will now, just to test, a second time. He's going to pull out his bag of sand that he has,
Ooh, pocket sand.
and he is going to take some of the pieces of sand out and scatter it forward off the side of the ship. See what happens.
Should I cast light on it? Oh, nope, it's already out the window.
Okay. So
Sorry.
as you try to, almost like you're sowing seeds, kind of spread it, kind of like a toss of a handful of sand, and as it moves away from the ship, from the toss you have given it, the momentum seems to carry it out into the atmosphere around you, whatever you want to call it. And then after a moment, it just kind of settles there, unmoving. And you almost see just kind of this, array of sand, like this nice spread out thing of sand, seeming to hover about 10 feet away from the edge of the ship.
This
All right.
is thrilling.
So and Jacob will jump on the ship deck just to see if he is landing back on just the deck of the ship.
That's what I was about to test too.
Yeah, you jump and you just boom right back down.
Okay.
As if nothing was abnormal.
He will take another thing of sand and toss it at the ship just to make sure.
And
See if anything else changes.
you see a nice spreading of sand across the deck of the ship.
Okay.
You through it.
You're
So-
just go. Great, you've made a mess for someone else to clean up.
I can
Jacob.
literally mage hand it to clean it. It's so easy.
And you see this deckhand come over.
Jacob, have you no
Starts
respect
mopping.
for the working class?
I am.
Starts
Oh
mopping
my
it up.
god.
You guys,
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure things out for everyone, since I was the one who was foolish enough to jump off the side of the ship.
I know, and I'm just
that
giving
is
you shit.
true.
And the deckhand looks at you. It's a rather muscly young female who actually has quite a number of visible scars on her arms and hands, and other than that, she looks fairly decent, but she's definitely of the harder life type of variety. Things have not been easy for her. She's obviously worked her way through life, and she just kind of looks at you and gives a little yeah, thanks for that. And by the way, thank you Ikuyo, if I pronounce that right, I hope so, for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. We definitely like that. And kind of interrupting the game here for a second, but just to let everyone know, I kind of typed it in chat. One reason why for the last several games, as well as tonight's game, you haven't seen any video feeds of Diana, Jacob, or Zeroth is because they're currently all been in the same location for a while, sharing the same internet connection, and it can't really handle video feeds from
It really can't.
from them.
Nope.
And Tailspire and all that. I mean, that's a lot of data. So you can always help and support the channel, and any support you give us, hopefully, spread the word. That's a great thing you can do. If we start growing big enough, hopefully we can do things like upgrade equipment for our players, internet services for the players, and everything like that, so that we can provide better content for you guys. So, all right, enough of the sales pitch. back into the game. But again, thank you, Ikuyo.
So again, Jacob is. I'm sorry. I'm literally just trying to realistically see if we can move in some way. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, we
Just let the man throw his sand.
they have a job to do, but you guys, I know I'm not one to suggest this.
You're gonna
but-
see slowly reaches into her pocket to grab her explosive pocket sand.
Gosh.
She's like, I have. She's just getting ready to use it for no apparent reason.
Yeah, but you guys, let's just go to sleep. I think this is the one time I will say using that stone that Diane has could come in handy. Just
Too
to
bad we can't.
I don't know
test
how
the.
long she could be in that rock, though.
Well, we're just gonna to sleep until she's here. We have nothing else to do. I guess we could practice our arts. but-
We can all sit
Oh.
around her and him and Ha holding
I'll
hands, chant her
I'll
back to
sit by
life.
her. We'll keep her up here. I'll sit by her. I can trance next to her.
Yeah. Okay. She won't go anywhere. As long as she's a willing. The
Yeah.
rock is willing.
Mhm.
She's good. And I guess now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter because there's no. If she did fall off, she would just float there. But I think that would be very jarring if I did like unfreeze and then I was just out to sea or out to air in this case. But she does have dimension doors, so.
Well, so I'm going to stay as well with Diana.
I figured since you're like married or something, right?
Something like that.
I'm definitely down for rest. Jacob, I'd like to talk to you later.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and my point for
Okay.
staying next to Diana is because, if she does get out, she'll probably want someone to explain things to her.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I'm just Gonna sleep.
And I'm
in
the
my-
only one who doesn't really need a bed, so
Say it one more time.
I'm the only one who doesn't really need a bed, so
That's fair. I can
Okay.
Yeah,
sleep
you did get a
awkwardly.
nap
I've
earlier.
slept worse.
we're not gonna talk about the nap. Just because I want
bad dream nap.
her to see wants a nap.
Well, I guess if she wakes up to
Yeah, couple
wake
weeks.
us up,
Yeah.
I didn't really leave my room before, so I'm probably not going to leave my room again.
Okay, but
So you're just
still.
gonna go hole up in your room, okay? That's fine.
Eurydice
So-
will sit down next to Diana's rock and lean against it and just kind of relax and go into her trance.
Okay, so where exactly are you doing this? In your room?
No, Diana's up in the up
Out
on the
deck? You're
yeah.
gonna do that out on the deck, okay.
Yeah,
And Rhogar, you
but,
said
like,
you're heading to your room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright.
I'm floating, everyone.
Yes,
I've
you
got
are.
to become a protector ASMR. I grow wings. No, I'm joking. I would never. That's a sin.
There you go.
All right.
You're in your room now.
Yay.
And Eurydice, you were up by Diana. So
Yep.
she's up there. Okay, I see you guys. You're up here. Good. Jacob, where are you going, and you as well?
Uh, Jacob would grab his bedroll out of his bag and lay up next to the giant fucking crystal.
Okay. So you're
And before he would sleep, he is going to use a 3rd level spell slot and cast Sending to Diana.
okay.
So using sending on her being Jacob, the first thing he hears is Diana's voice saying, "Are you sure we should be up here?" Followed by Jacob replying to her in her head. And the
Well-
more he listens,
Well, one thing you gotta remember, it is
That's not the
25 words or less one way, and then the other way. So
yeah,
he-
from those
he's gotta-
25
he's gotta s-
words going
yeah.
back and forth, he would
I haven't
Well,
even said my
be
words yet.
easily-
He's got to say his thing first, up to 25 words, and then she responds.
Okay.
So Jacob, go ahead.
Yeah. The spell doesn't work until I say words.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you can actually hear this or not. And he is saying it aloud, so Eurydice would obviously hear him. That last bit was pretty crazy. I hope you're actually okay. Take care until you're out. And that's it.
Okay.
So
So once you say that, as soon as you finish the message, before you actually hear a reply from Diana, you see the following. Go ahead.
oh, he gets to see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm assuming it would be kind of like he's seeing it from her eyes
Yes.
for that sense because it's her
Yes.
memory.
Yep.
So he would actually see the sunset back in the Southcut Capitol when they were on top of the church, and within the if we're still following the 25-word limit,
Yeah.
he would hear Diana's voice saying, "Are you sure we should be up here?" Followed by Jacob reply, and up to 25 words, he'll realize the memory playing in her head is of the day they went to the church.
Okay.
But he doesn't actually get anything from
Beyond
her.
that, yeah.
He just gets the memory.
Yep. Yeah, it's you're smart enough to understand that those, while being her words, were not a direct response to what you said.
Yeah, it was just what is happening.
Exactly.
Jacob will, in a very awkward way, just put his arms on the crystal while he sleeps.
Aww.
Your arms, my arms. They're not really my arms.
Now, before we get to what you're doing, Eurydice, Zeroth, what are you doing currently?
I was going to go back up the crow's nest and crash up there for the night.
Okay.
Or day, or whatever this is.
Yep. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. From what Eurydice explained that she had figured out, it seems like, you kind of get a waxing and waning of the light, but it's not much of a change, and it seems to happen as far as you all could figure it out, based on, like, if you had a watch on that was set to prime material plane, and you counted out, hey, that looks to be like we've been here, or I shouldn't say set to prime material plane, but it was set to like actual time. It was like, all right, that is ticked away basically like 4 hours or so, 4 hours and whatever minutes. That seems to be about that. It's kind of like it has gone through a full cycle of the light getting slightly dimmer overall, and then getting slightly brighter, all the way back to slightly dimmer. And that's kind of what Eurydice had said. It seems like 5-to-1 ratio somehow.
Yeah.
So, as far as you can tell right now, you're somewhere between the brightest and the dimmest that it gets here.
Lovely.
So that's what Zeroth does. He heads all the way up to the crow's nest and crashes. And to check back in with Rhogar, what are you doing in your room? Are you just going to sleep for the night, or anything you want to do before that?
Rhogar's he's been taking this time to like not work on a plan, but like come up with ideas how to deal with, the cuts when the time comes. But at the moment, his brain is not working. So yeah, he is going to sleep.
He's going to sleep. Okay. All right. So since you are going to sleep, Eurydice.
Well, Eurydice, she is going to spend a couple minutes petting Daydream, and just kind of, sitting next to Diana, her only female friend, and just kind of mourning the fact that her only female friend, her arguably best friend, is stuck in a block of ice. And then she's going to go into her trance.
Okay.
And once that's up, she'll just sit by the big rock, the big ice rock with her friend in it, and rotate from like petting Daydream to like sharpening a knife to like messing with some of her arrows and then her sword and then petting Daydream and then all over again.
Okay.
She's basically just.
Yeah. So eventually, the others who need a full 8 hours of rest wake up, and you all get the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Okay.
So go ahead and mark that on your D&D Beyond sheets so that everything resets for you.
Oh boy, back to full health.
69 hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
So, all right. So, at this point in time, based on how long it has been since the fight and you going to bed, Diana is still currently encased in ice. But from what you can tell, Actually, anyone who wants to, is up there, can make an Arcana check if you are proficient with it.
Cool.
Sure can. This time is a 22.
Oh,
7.
All right. Well, Jacob,
Guys,
you can tell that it seems like the magic is starting to weaken, and that it shouldn't be too much longer before whatever this effect is that created around her is eventually weak enough that the magic of it will fail, and she will no longer be inside there. Now, exactly what her physical state will be when it goes away, or her mental state, you don't really know.
Okay. So, with sitting there with Eurydice,
Eurydice actually, while everyone was still asleep, while she was that 4 extra hours while everyone was, she was the only one awake. Eurydice would have used message to Diana, just be like, "I hope you're okay. Please be okay."
So using message, not sending.
Yeah, message.
Okay, so as you whisper, basically it's like a whisper. As you direct this message towards Diana and you say that, all of a sudden you get this response, but it's more like a vision in your head, looking through Diana's eyes. Go ahead, Diana.
so this memory is actually just one of the times they were just in one of the towns shopping for supplies. And then, but right when it started to go to the supplies, it cut short and changes to when Diana and Eurydice were actually in the Starfield together for the first time. Like when she let her go in there.
Oh. When I gave Diana psychic damage.
No, not the time you rejected her. The time they were standing together in the field holding hands.
When we were talking to
And
Late.
question: would she be able to feel what Diana did in that moment, or would it just be the memory?
It's just the memory.
Okay.
It's just the memory. But that's what happens when you awaken. What is everyone doing at this point in time? Let's go with Rhogar. You wake up. What are you going to do at this point in time?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my little quick morning prayer, change some of my spells around, and then I'm gonna go out to the deck.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to. It lasts for 10 minutes. I'm gonna see how far, it'll take me to get with 5 minutes. I'm just gonna, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't want to be off a little.
So
I'm gonna see how far I can get.
You're gonna attempt to move away from the ship using the fly spell. Okay.
Yeah, I can move 16.
I like to just
60 feet per turn, basically, or per round.
Yeah, I won't dash.
So
Scared.
60 feet per round. So
Just
that's
sit
600 feet. 600 feet
sees
in a minute.
Rhogar. Just jump over and then just fly away.
I'll try to do it stealthily.
So that's 600 feet in a minute.
Oh my
So
god.
you're going for about 5 minutes. So you find yourself, just based on rough estimates,
Do you find the edge of a
can
glass
tell
bottle?
about 3,000 feet away. So roughly over a half mile, maybe about 2/3 of a mile. And when you look back, I need you to roll a wisdom check.
Ooh.
Actually,
Well,
first I need you to roll a perception check.
+1. Let's just drop it. Didn't do my special. Oh, well, okay.
Okay. You are very fortunate. You just barely make out what you think is the silhouette of the ship. But it's tiny.
Great.
You almost missed it, and you can tell I almost missed that. I should have maybe been paying attention to where I was going compared to the ship a lot closer, and making sure it was in sight.
You
But you managed to notice it, but barely.
That would have been okay, you guys. I would just recast the spell and just keep flying around. I eventually would have came home.
I mean, uh-huh.
Now I need you.
To find Galder.
Now I need you to. Actually, let's go with this. Zeroth, what are you doing while we've got a flying paladin going away?
Well,
I'd leave.
I was putting all my grenades away. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna go and talk to Jacob, actually,
All right.
if he is awake.
No,
He is.
it's like between all of us. It's like we get up and then we're stretching and doing all our morning routine shit, and then we just watch Rhogar just go over, hop off the bench of the ship, and fly away, and we're all just like, what?
When did he learn how to do
Very
that?
far
Okay, so I'm assuming he's testing to see how far he can go.
I hope he doesn't get lost.
We'll find out.
If he's not back in a little bit, we'll just start yelling for him. I'm sure he'll hear the sound of our voices.
You want
fair, Rhogar.
almost get lost.
All right.
Does anyone
you
take
go-
that bet?
So you're going to talk to Jacob.
Yes.
All right. So you find him. He is on the main deck up on the deck where the helm is, next to Diana. The crystal Diana is in, and a Eurydice who's just kind of sitting there at this point in time, kind of working on her arrows or petting Daydream. And
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Jacob's awake. Jacob, you see Zeroth there. He's kind of walking up and down
Zeroth's
towards
gonna
you.
look at Jacob and be like, you doing okay, man? You holding up?
I've been better.
Drinking always makes me feel better.
I don't know how much drinking is going to help me.
No, don't get shit faced. Just get a good buzz.
Fair.
But I had a question for you, if you don't mind.
No, okay. What is it?
So I feel weird.
Okay.
Zero?
Weird in what way?
Everyone goes through this. It's natural,
It's puberty. All over again.
Not my penis. Not my penis. I feel my body feels tingly all over.
Once again, that's puberty,
Oh,
buddy.
This
okay.
doesn't sound good coming out.
Zeroth, maybe we should probably have this conversation a little more, not in front of everyone?
This is a perfectly fine conversation to have in front of everyone. This is not about sex or the menial definition of the body.
Oh,
I'm having weird feelings going on. I've been able to teleport.
Oh, okay, that one.
Okay. I was wondering if you could help me figure out what the hell's going on.
Horrible.
Okay.
See? Wasn't about my dick.
I didn't figure it was. I was just.
I was
are
just-
pretty bad at explaining things.
You are, and I also was just admiring the irony of me, a 100-something-year-old person, who doesn't remember going through puberty, trying to give you advice.
But perfectly safe conversation for everyone to hear. I apologize that I cannot talk.
It's okay. I've kind of gotten used to it. It's been a weird few
Moments.
time. It's just been weird. So,
It's
are
odd if
you
listen
thinking of
closely, you hear
testing what you
Rhogar.
can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. Every time I rage is when it happens.
Okay.
So then let's go to the front, away from people, and fuck it, you rage, and I'll see what I can figure out from it. As Jacob will spin his first level spell slot to cast fucking mage armor on himself.
Okay.
She's just gonna watch from up top and just be like, "Oh, this will be good." She's gonna turn Diana around.
Okay, so I'm gonna rage, and now I gotta find the.
Look at us burning spell slots.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I gotta. So every
you guys
time
are
I
on the-
rage, I get a random effect.
Random
You guys
effect.
are-
So make your roll.
Okay.
And you're doing that
I
down
rolled
there.
a 7. What is a 7? Flowers and vines temporarily grow around me until the rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Okay.
Are they pretty flowers? Can I describe the flowers?
Go ahead. Describe the flowers.
They are a dark blue, kind of rose, black trim around the edges of the petals, and there are, fuck it, make it little pointy, spiky things, thorns. Those are things
Oh.
coming out.
So Jacob just kind of stands there and watches these vines wrap around the deck.
Yep.
Outdoor.
You see a
Um,
very viney, flowery, raging barbarian.
Okay. Can I?
Okay, this
make
one's new.
Okay, I figured as much. I'm sure you wouldn't understand everything about it yet.
You're raging. You're not necessarily comprehensive right now.
Mhm.
Can he make an Arcana check to see what the magic,
Yeah,
if there was a
you can
magic flare and how it worked?
You can try.
Can Eurydice?
Okay.
Is Eurydice able to see this?
Yeah, they're not that far away from you. If you want
Can Eurydice make an Arcana check?
If you want to try as well, yeah, I'll let you.
I know I'm too far.
Okay, so
Yeah, you're
he
definitely
will
too.
roll for it. And that would be a 24.
All right, and Eurydice?
19.
Okay. So Eurydice, you're not quite sure what the hell this is. This is weird. I mean, yeah, you've seen magic. I mean, this definitely seems uncontrolled. But other than that,
So
you're
this is
really not.
stupid magic.
Yeah, you're not sure what it is because it seems uncontrolled and. Well, everything you've ever done, I mean, you had total control over what you're doing. You know, get that
Yeah.
shit.
I know what I do. I can do what I know how to do.
Jacob, on the other hand, you see this happen, and you were back up when Rhogar went over and to the bow of the ship and tried to kind of reach out to Zeroth when he was like hovering over the bow of the ship with his eyes closed and had this aura about him. You saw that aura. You saw the energy that radiated from the portal that the ship went through. You saw the effects happening and felt the effects of one.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel good.
And you are now seeing some of that same raw magical energy, untamed energy, the energy which, from what you had deciphered before of the portal, seems to be not really magic itself, but the energy that magic stems from. It seems to now be radiating outwards from Zeroth. It wasn't a moment before he was raging, but as soon as he started raging, it seems to you that whatever happened when he was sucked into the center of that portal and struck by all the energy there, it seems to be fused with him now. But it is chaotic. It is wild and untamed. And you don't know if this is something that he can really control. But you definitely are able to tell that release of his rage, that unrestrained emotion, seems to be the door that allows this raw energy to flow through and out of him. Basically, you understand that anytime he rages, shit's gonna get weird.
Okay. Zeroth, you can calm down a little bit now.
Alright, I'll end my rage, I guess.
So, this is the easiest way I think I can describe this. And he's going to use his cantrip, Shocking Grasp, just in his hand. He's going to hold it in front of Zeroth. He's not going to like put it towards him to hit him with it or anything, but he just sits there and holds it. So, this is how the arcane works when it's in a controlled manner and can be manipulated. And then he will wave it away. What you're doing is arcane in nature, but it's not controlled. It is the raw essence of... I hate that. I hate that so much. Why would you do this to me? While I'm trying
Oh my god!
What the hell?
I hate that I matched up with the last message on there. But Jesus Christ.
How dare you.
Anyway,
You ruined his train of thought.
I know this is great. I didn't think it would be
So
that bad.
he
Just to share with you, that is what was put in our own little personal Discord channel that we're using for this voice call, or video call. That is what everyone is currently derailed from the game about.
You were saying, Jacob, before you were so rudely interrupted.
So the way that it works is that yours is raw arcane, not manipulated in any manner of speaking, and
Rar magic?
raw magic, yes.
Wow.
I apologize, I heard rar.
It's fine. I understand my accent could be a little weird for some people.
I'm also deaf and I don't have my hearing aids in.
Oh,
At least you're not speaking Zemnian. Oh wait, wrong game world. Sorry.
Yeah. So, basically, whenever you get mad, and in your rage state, this raw arcane ability comes out of you, and since raw arcane doesn't like staying raw, it manipulates itself into a random effect.
You need control.
I
So
hate
how
every
do I
single one of
control
you.
Oh.
I have nothing else I can do but just make commentary.
And
I
it's
hate
great.
I hate every single one of you.
I'm fucking crying.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm focused. I'm not trying to lose myself.
All right. So,
You should know I am the distraction.
And I just add to it.
So how do I gain control over this then?
I don't think you really can too much.
Lovely. Well, I don't think I can hurt any of you. That's the plus side, I think.
I would hope so. I don't necessarily want to test out if you can, because yesterday, close to dying.
I-
Would prefer
I
at least
wanna
one more sleep before almost dying again, but stop, stop bullying me.
Jesus, leave him alone.
We bully you
Um,
because we love you.
Okay.
All right, so Rhogar,
Hmm.
you are making your way back now. I assume it's been about 5 minutes, so you're making your way back after you were
Making
fortunate
it
enough
down.
to. Unless you want to keep going, I mean that's entirely up to you.
I do have a lot of spells, so I have 2 more I could do. No, I'll try each day. I'll try to go a little bit further.
Okay, so you
So I'll
start to
head
make your way back. On your way back, I need you to make a perception check, please.
God, I'm not good at these. Wow, the
Okay,
same
once
number.
again. Once again. Okay. So as you're making your way back, about 3 minutes into your journey back, so I mean you've covered a decent distance at this point in time. You're more than halfway back from where you were, so now you can clearly see the silhouette of the ship. It's gotten much bigger as you've been getting closer.
Amazing.
But out of the corner of your eye, you notice just the briefest flicker of movements.
Oh shit.
Is it the Kraken?
I squint real hard at the ship, like, oh, someone realized I'm squinting. I'm trying to do message.
Should we
You're
start
trying to do
chanting
message?
Rhogar's name?
I don't have message now.
Yeah, and it's also not
It's way too far.
150 feet away or 120 feet away. You're a lot farther than that. So
Rhogar doesn't know the spell at all, so he's like, this is
Okay.
how it works. Oh, I can't cast invisibility on myself because then I'll fall. Well, I'll descend. I'm built for this. I can handle this. Yeah. Instead of
you can just lead him to the you can just lead him to the ship, and we could help.
instead of flying to the ship, I'll just stop. I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna have to dash. So I'll just start doing 120 now. Oh my god. Never gonna find y'all at this rate.
Wait, you're going towards the thing?
Yeah, I'm going towards the thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm built for this, so I can cast other spells to protect me.
He's built different.
Yeah. I have an AC of 20, and then, I can just mirror image myself. It's an enemy. And I'm pretty sure I can outfly it, maybe.
Unless, it's not it's something that's got a better movement speed.
It's
Okay,
a...
so-
What the fuck?
So as you are moving towards this thing, you see it's not quite like it appears right now.
Oh, it's a good... Cute.
It's what you see is, as far as you can tell, as you get closer, it looks similar to a tabaxi, but it doesn't seem solid. It seems almost ethereal in nature. You can practically see through it at points as it moves, and that's why you didn't notice it earlier, because it's almost like you can look right through it and see beyond, but occasionally as it moves, it temporarily seems more solid.
I want to know where you are. I can't find you.
I'm all the way... I'm nearby the boat, kind of.
There we
Ah!
go.
I just teleported away. There we go.
That should get you closer enough that if you zoom out you can find it.
I'm gonna speak in...
Still don't have line of sight, so.
Oh, yeah. I'll speak in Celestial.
Okay.
I know it's probably not the right language for this type of encounter. I'll just be like, hello, friend.
and you hear back from it as it looks at you. What languages do you speak?
Speak common and celestial.
Common and Celestial.
Do I know fucking...
You hear back from it. Not in Common, not in Celestial, but almost directly into your mind.
Oh.
It's not words. It's more intent.
Oh.
You hear basically curiosity and wondering.
That killed a cat once, me. Be careful. I
And
know.
as you get a little closer, it's
Kitty.
easier to discern somewhat of the expressions of it. While it does not, well, again, it is not solid. The closer you approach, the more solid it appears.
Okay.
And it comes closer to you. It's now about 15 feet away.
Oh, you're getting kind
And
of close there.
at this point, it looks almost fully solid, as if it was a normal creature. And again, you get that feeling of curiosity and questioning, and you can see on the look on its face, it's almost as if it's examining you and wondering, what are you?
Yeah. I'll speak in common this time, just to test where I can go with this. Do you understand me?
Alright, 1 second.
'Cause I can come back tomorrow. We can try this again, my friend. I can understand you tomorrow. Not today, though.
So, you hear in your head, again, more of a feeling of confirmation.
Okay.
And it's by its expression you see it seems to nod slightly.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Tomorrow, can you be here again, and I'll come back, and then we might be able to communicate better.
It actually circles slowly all the way around you,
This
just
is
looking
creepy.
at you.
Yes, I'm attractive.
And and once again you get that feeling of curiosity, and this time you also get the feeling along the lines of, the best you can approximate it to would be something like, why here? Why you here? You are here. You're not exactly sure which.
Actually, you know what? Why wait till tomorrow? Can you follow me back to my ship? Well, not my ship, but a ship.
You again get a slight nod of the head and that feeling of confirmation.
Ooh, okay, I'll bring him to Jacob. He'll know what to do.
So, you make your way back towards the ship. And Jacob and Zeroth, just about the time you finished up where you were in your conversation, you were kind of absorbed in examining what was happening to Zeroth, and his back was to outside the ship. He was, trying to understand what you were telling him.
Would Eurydice have noticed?
Yes, you actually see movement ahead of time. But
I love
then, within a short amount of time, because they are moving at quite a good clip, 60 feet around. So, you see Rhogar, and
Hey.
at first, from a distance, for you, Eurydice, you see just Rhogar, and it almost looks like there's a little bit of movement beside him, but you can't really make it out. But as he gets closer, eventually, there is definitely something there with him, and the closer it gets, the easier it is to see. And when they both come over the rail of the ship, relatively close to where Jacob and Seraph are, all of you now notice there's Rhogar, and shortly after he gets over the railing of his ship, within a few seconds, maybe like 10, his flying spell ends. But this other thing seems to be hovering next to him, and it is looking at all of you.
Eurydice, seeing this, well, one, she's gonna push Diana down the stairs, so she's gonna go over to them, but she's bringing Diana with her.
Okay.
Aww.
So you're starting to move Diana. You're starting to move Diana down the stairs. As your hands touch the crystal that surrounds her, a large crack starts coming down it, starting from the top.
You
And Eurydice
propagates.
Jacob, I broke her. I broke it, Jacob.
Okay, hold on.
It propagates all the way to the bottom and spider webs out, and then all of a sudden it shatters. And I need a dexterity save from you, Eurydice.
Okay.
Wait, the crystal shatters?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I lost track for a second because I stopped paying attention for a while because I can't do anything.
Oh, I get you.
Wait,
Don't worry. I get you. I do that in my buddy's game all the time. That's online. It's like, well, I'm out of this fight. I'm just gonna kind of sit here and play solitaire. No.
Yeah, pretty much.
A shameful 9.
Okay. You end up. No. You end.
Did you
up,
pretty much make her crystal ice knife?
No, not quite.
Okay. I was about to say, why would you do that to my bestie?
You end up taking 11 points of piercing damage as shards of ice.
Uncanny dodge.
Rip through. Okay, so reduced to half, so it's 5.
Yay.
So you took 5 points of piercing damage.
Damn it.
But Diana, you collapse to the floor as the crystal around you shatters, and it takes a moment or two, but you open your eyes and you're on the deck of the ship with Eurydice kind of, sprawled out with, like her, almost like a superhero landing stance, kind of like she, twisted and tried to tumble out of the way of something. And you see shards of ice kind of strewn around you within about 10-foot radius of you.
And then once
that's what you see, but you are now fully aware of what's going on around you.
Once Eurydice realizes Diana is out of the crystal, she just lunges forward and she's like, Diana! And she gives her the biggest hug and she's like, oh my god, you're okay!
Now, here's the funny thing. Diana doesn't know how long it's been, especially because time is screwy here. So as far as Diana's concerned, she's only been in that ice for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no.
So when Eurydice just hugs her and starts freaking out, essentially, Diana's just be like, I've only been gone for like 5 minutes!
No, you were in there for like a day, but also a week, because this place is weird. We're in purgatory.
I feel like she's gonna pause, and she's gonna pinch the bridge of her nose, processing what she just heard before looking around and seeing all the weirdness and the floating boat.
Also, apparently now Xerath has magic, and
I guess I should have told my friend to wait.
Jacob
you actually see him. All of you see him as
This is a
the
lot.
crystal shatters, and
now
all this
we
is
have-
happening, and all this is happening up above, a couple levels higher.
now we have
It
strange
seems-
cat trying to deal with, I guess.
Well, don't say deal.
It starts floating that way. It actually floats
Dear God.
right between you and you two, Jacob and Zeroth, up the stairs. And as it's passing by you, Rhogar, Jacob, and Zeroth, all three of you, kind of feel in your mind this feeling of curiosity.
Curiosity killed the
With
cat.
my brain.
Satisfaction
And
brought
as-
Dread.
As it moves past you, this creature, whatever it is, it's almost like you can sense the direction of that feeling is emanating from it. As it continues to move up and away towards the two ladies.
If you can get it up there.
It talks through.
I can get it up. Alright, now I had to say it.
Shut up.
Wow. I would
That
hope
was-
so, seeing as you have children.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'd have a lot of questions for your ex.
Yes, well, I did buy them off the black market, so.
Oh, damn.
That explains a lot.
I should have paid more.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just joking, kids, if you're watching. I love you. All right. And yes, you are mine. But it approaches Diana and Eurydice. And
Is
now,
it-
as it gets closer, both
actually,
of
like-
you... Both of
Is
you
it
get
actually
the...
like 10 feet in the air?
About 5 feet. 5 feet or so.
Okay.
That's like eye level.
You get the feeling of curiosity, and it seems to be from the direction of this creature. Like it's just a feeling, but it seems to be coming from its direction.
And
Kinda
it's a cat.
convenient that
That's
It's a cat creature.
It
Curiosity.
looks, it looks similar to a tabaxi.
Okay.
Diana's just gonna stare at this and then slowly lean over to Eurydice. Like, I was gone for 5 minutes.
That's arguable.
Well, you did say it
that's-
was purgatory.
Shut up.
Mm,
That's debatable, but this is purgatory. I just stole your joke.
Diana's just gonna be like, did Demon Daddy decide to collect early? Did we miss the timestamp? How long was I gone?
You were gone for in here
night.
about a week, but for us about a day. 'Cause we think a day equals a week in the regular plane.
And she's gonna, and she's just gonna
And
hold
then you're
her finger up to everybody, turn around, and just walk away for a moment and be like, I need moment.
And you're just gonna
Process.
take that as her cue to address the cat person, and she's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm sorry you had to see that. Diana was just in a bunch of ice. How can we help you today?"
just give it our names.
All right. At this point, I need to know the languages that each person speaks. I already know Rhogar, you're Celestial and Common.
Okay.
Eurydice, what languages do you speak?
Common, Undercommon, Deep Speech, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Jacob.
Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Oh, we can have infernal conversations.
Yes, that's why he has it.
Zeroth. What languages do you speak?
I have common, undercommon, and giant.
Okay.
Oh, we can have
And
Undercommon.
Diana, what languages do you speak?
Common, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Eurydice, Diana,
You guys can have
Rhogar,
three
and
cantons.
Zeroth. First off, all of you see it hangs out for a moment, staring at Diana and Eurydice. And Eurydice, spoke to it and said some things. And it then kind of seems to hover and move over towards the captain and the helmsman, who seem a little bit taken aback by this creature. It then moves on and looking at other creatures, and eventually makes its way once again down towards Zeroth and Jacob and Rhogar.
Welcome back, my friend.
Eurydice is gonna go over to them, just follow the dude.
You're gonna follow? Okay.
Yeah.
And
Albatross.
everyone but Jacob gets, again, that feeling of curiosity. Jacob,
Oh boy.
you hear in your head this time words
Okay.
in Primordial.
Oh boy.
And what you hear is, how you arrive here? You not dead. This place of dead. You should not be here.
Oh. Okay. Everyone just uses.
So again,
So did anyone else hear him speak, or is it still just a feeling?
Oh, what we're hearing? What the fuck happened?
There's a lot. Hold on. There's a lot of things going on, and I just heard
You're
words.
just usher Dana aside and just catch her up on everything.
She's so confused, guys.
Okay, so Jacob will speak back in Primordial. We arrived through a portal.
Via Kraken.
We're trying to find a way out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the Kraken part.
You all feel a sense of almost like a sense of humor. And Jacob, you hear clearly it almost sounds like out. All want out.
No
I
shit.
want out.
Oh.
But dead cannot out.
Well.
You alive.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't like where
Still
this is
not
going.
understand how here.
Diana is going to walk over to Jacob now that Eurydice has caught her up.
That's a quick thing.
Brokenly, but she caught her up enough. Because Diana could remember bits and pieces that she's heard during her time in the crystal. And she's going to walk over to Jacob and go, I don't know what he's saying, but are we sure we should be conversing with a spirit?
Whoa.
We don't know can take over bodies. But the way she's going to say it in Sylvan to him.
Okay.
I just found out I can't cast rituals, you guys.
He'll respond in Sylvan. I'm just. He's wondering how we got here, even though we are alive.
Minus the giant portal the Kraken decided they're gonna eat us into.
That I understand how we got here. He is asking the question and then said that dead cannot get out, but we are alive, and he doesn't understand how we got here still. So I'm trying to figure out if this thing could either help us in some way, and if not, I'm not sure. And he's still responding in Sylvan.
Yeah, and Diane's be like, I don't know, all I know is I'm getting hinky Feywild vibes.
Can Eurydice make an insight
And
check on
I
the
feel
key?
like anything we say could possibly be used against us, and or they're gonna do something we might not be able to handle.
Okay, well
Like,
then
you know, take over a body.
Then I will deal with it in a second.
Don't banish. This is my friend.
We need to have a conversation with something here. Otherwise, we're just stuck sitting still.
Normally the logic is when you go through the big hole, you go through the bigger one.
Well, currently
Is
we're
it?
not moving, so there's a lot that still needs to happen. So again, I'm gonna try to see what I can figure out from this thing without anything crazy happening. Okay.
I'm gonna use
Okay,
the
so Ulysses, what were you saying?
I would like to make an
Rogar.
insight check on the kitty. Make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, can Diana too? She doesn't know what he's saying, but could she try to pick up on
Body
like if there's
language and
an
tone.
ulterior motive or vibe?
I'll allow you both to roll insight checks, but Rhogar, what were you saying as well?
I'm gonna do divine sense.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your insight checks, and you can do your divine sense. And hold on, let me refresh my memory on what divine sense does.
I'm just searching if he's classified as a celestial, fiend, or undead. Or is there any hallowed ground near us?
And
Okay, I'm looking at the distance as well as important.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Mars
Alright,
need to
so
pay.
I got 25, in case you couldn't tell.
I got a 27.
okay, so a 25 and a 27.
I had to do the SpongeBob joke, so.
Now,
Nice.
the best that you can interpret based on the body language and the feelings that you're getting and the rough translation that Jacob is providing of what's being told to him is that this thing doesn't seem like it necessarily means you any harm. It is honestly curious. And divine sense, Rhogar, what you get off of that is this does not seem to be any of those things, celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
And no, you can't sense anything affected by the hollow spell right now.
Ah, damn. I should just start randomly casting that.
Zeroth, is there anything in particular that you want to do?
Zero's just gonna be looking at this creature and he's just, in common, just gonna put out a hand to shake his hand like, hi!
Diana's gonna immediately I wouldn't try to touch it.
Why?
As you say that, you are a little slow. As you put your hand out, you can see on its expression, which all of you are relatively close to it now. I mean, you're kind of gathered around it. So it appears solid. Yet it is still hovering about a foot off the deck of the ship. It reaches out to your hand, Zeroth, with what appears to be a smile on its face. And as it attempts to touch your hand, even though it looks solid, its hand just kind of passes right through yours.
Yeah.
And then it lifts its hand up
It's
towards its
trippy.
face and moves its fingers. And reaches back out again with one finger towards your hand and just tries to touch, and it just seems to go through.
Diana's gonna breathe out a sigh of relief.
Oh, you guys got away.
It looks back at you. Sorry, I'll allow you to speak in a second. It looks back at you again, Rhogar, or Jacob. And
Now getting the cut boys confused.
yeah,
Great.
it looks back at you, Jacob, and it looks to you, and it looks at its hand, and all of you feel that very curious feeling, and you hear, "Never seen alive here. Did not know how react. Very interesting.
So cute.
So you want to leave?"
Hey, Jacob, mind translating?
Hold on. I gotta let me think through talking to it.
And while you're thinking of that, Rhogar, you were going to say something. I'll get
Oh,
back
I
to
was
you.
just gonna inform the party that it's not a celestial, fiend, or undead.
No, really?
I think we're in purgatory, so it's
It could be an apparition.
It could be a spirit in between heaven and hell, whatever heaven and hell there's meant to be in.
I mean, technically, it would still be classified as, I would think, undead, but
No, undead's more like reanimated body.
Yeah, it's more
A
like
ghost, I think 100% sure is considered undead. It's definitely not reanimated. But apparition might be closer, I'm thinking.
All right, so he just kind of mentioned that he was kind of surprised that there anything alive here, and then said that we want out. So, in Primordial,
Okay.
yes, we would like a way out.
we have people to beat up.
We aren't supposed to be here yet or at all.
You hear back from it. Possible.
Possible.
Many like me. No way out.
Okay.
But too dangerous.
Oh, this son of a bitch always is.
Not safe for me go out. Not safe. No dead leave. Too dangerous.
Hey Jacob, what about your ring?
Maybe you. Maybe living.
Huh.
Possible. And all of you kind of, you're getting that feeling of curiosity, but introspection as well, and pondering about
Brain go burr.
about possibilities. And especially you, Diana, as you are definitely attuned to how different creatures' body language. I mean, that is your skill set. You know how to read people, whether they are, human or elf or whatever. That is your thing. You're getting off the body language that you're looking at, and the feelings that are coming in. That it seems to really be considering something as it speaks to Jacob. Like it's thinking hard about something and about the possibilities. But that's all you get.
Okay.
And Diana's gonna nudge Jacob and be like, hey, one-sided conversations aren't fun.
Look, I understand that. I'm thinking through responses to make sure things are good, and I'm also trying to figure out exactly what the words mean, because he's kind of speaking broken a little bit.
Okay, so did Oak at times.
And it took me a moment to understand what he was talking about too, so hold on.
For someone who's supposed to be the smartest one out of the group, you sure are taking much longer to understand the basic of things.
Okay.
Wow, a lot more vicious.
Do we really need to do this right now?
Seeing as you decided to leap mouth first into a kraken, yes, we need to do this right now.
Okay, aside from this, Jacob, what did they say?
Okay, so
Repeat back what they said to us.
he will repeat back the exact words. Okay, and then he will continue talking to him.
Okay. All right, what are you going to
So, your kind knows a way out, but it is dangerous for dead. Is it dangerous for living?
Well,
do not know. First time seen living here.
Diana was actually about to point it out.
Places for dead.
Okay, well that's fair. He will continue on with his...
Weird question to ask. Where did he come from?
Oh, I picked him up.
That doesn't help me. Where? And she's gonna gesture around, like, where did you go to find Mr. Ghosty Feline?
Just point out to the
Yeah,
range.
he just went off. He went off the boat and he just flew away.
I had to test some theories.
Okay. So... weird question. If things are starting to realize we're here and we decided to bring back a spirit, what's preventing other angrier spirits from showing up?
Can handle.
And attacking us, or trying to take over our bodies, or, making us dead like them because it's not fair we get to leave and they can't.
Diana,
From what I've
please
noticed,
calm down for a
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, he can't
Well,
actually
burn that
interact
bridge
with
with-
us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, every other time we've gone with the logic of we'll burn that bridge when we get there. How's that worked out for us?
Pretty well.
I am
Really?
asking you,
Because we're in
Diana.
purgatory right now.
Diana, please calm down.
Calm? You want me to be calm? I'm sorry, I got trapped inside of a crystal, we got ate by a kraken, I almost watched my friends die while inside of said crystal. All of you lost your fucking minds, I have to deal with a demon, I still have to kill my mother, and last time I checked, apparently Mr. Ghosty here is saying we're not supposed to be here, and now all of a sudden we're knowing that there's other
Take
fucking
a
spirits around.
breath.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
Yours is just gonna pick up Daydream and put her in Diana's arms, and she's like, hold the puppy, and calm down.
And she's like breathing really hard, holding Daydream, and kind of shaking so she doesn't squish the dog.
Oh, this is...
And then Eurydice is gonna like slowly guide her over to the stairs so she can sit down. She's gonna be like, it's okay. We just need to deal with one problem at a time right now. And right now, that problem is getting out of here. Okay?
Now,
Another
all
problem
of
I
this
would like
stuff
to
has
focus
been
on is why
said
the
out
fuck I
loud,
turned-
correct? Hold on, Dave.
Yeah,
All
and
of this stuff
one
has
more
been said
thing,
out loud.
Diana's.
Okay, hold on.
There's one more thing I
When you
wanted
s-
Diana
when
to
all
say.
of this, I know. Hold on. When all of that stuff has been said out loud, again, this creature, it actually moves closer to Jacob,
Oh boy.
and you specifically not only feel, but of course here in Primordial, you feel a sense of unease, and it says, your friend.
Oh boy.
Right. I sense, and it's kind of a pause for a second, and you're getting the impression that it's trying to look for the word, and it finally comes back with your energy. It pique interest. I investigate. Others may sense. Good idea to move.
Okay.
And Diana's just like, so what do you say this time?
I mean, he said that you had a point at making the fact that there are probably other things here. Unlike
Oh,
himself,
shocker.
Jacob is clenching his fists.
Eurydice is just like petting in between Diana's ears, just like, it's okay. Calm down. We're all calm down.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck did I turn into a statue?
We'd all love to know.
Yeah.
Really? Because I don't
You
have
said-
the fucking answer.
Diana.
You said that.
Well,
You said that.
neither
out
do
loud.
I.
Hold on. You said that out loud, right?
Yeah.
You all of a sudden see this creature moves towards you,
Oh boy.
and
She's gonna hold Daydream just a little
hold it.
tighter.
all right. I need an insight check from you.
Okay.
This is not. It is not an advantage though.
But I have natural
Unless-
advantage.
Not for this. You have never dealt with these creatures
Hmm.
before until now. So you
Doesn't matter
for
because I got a
this-
19. so I
That's
got a
fine, that's
29.
Awesome. I'm glad because then I get to tell you things. But you, as it moves closer, based on its body language and the way it's moving and the feeling that you get, it is approaching cautiously and without malice. That's what you get out of
Sensing
it.
that, she'll like kind of relax, but she's still on edge from the whole I was trapped in a block of ice thing.
It reaches out one hand, palm up towards you, as if asking you for permission. And it turns its head towards Jacob. And you hear, "May I?"
May you what?
Question needs answering. Perhaps I help.
How would you be able to help?
Answer the question.
Let's see. I need perception checks from everyone.
Oh boy.
Even me?
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
No, not you.
Oh, I guess since we're doing this real quick. So if a person, like where my character's standing...
Actually, real quick. Besides Eurydice, Rhogar, what's your passive perception?
11?
Okay, so I need a roll from you. Jacob, your passive?
Minus 12, but I rolled a
Neither-
20.
Okay. Zeroth,
Dirty
what's your
20.
passive perception?
14.
I need a roll from you. Diana, what's your passive?
16?
Okay. So Diana and Eurydice don't need a roll. Jacob, you said you had a 20. Rhogar
Yep.
and Zeroth?
You got a 2.
Oh, yeah. You got it,
Oh.
Rhogar.
Oh, so plus 4, so I got a 6.
Okay, so you don't notice, but the rest of you notice a smile creeps across his visage as
Oh, boy.
it looks at Jacob, and it says, "I thinks is magic."
Oh, well.
knows magic. Very
Oh. Oh.
I
And Diana's just like,
dreamer of dreams. Once.
Dreamer of dreams.
and
once.
Diana's like, is it,
It's Corey.
is it okay? Is it good?
He's
Because
saying
it just went through Zeroth.
it's.
I still feel fine.
It is saying that, it knows magic, and it knows magic well because of the previous life that it had, at least at one point,
What
and is
what
offering to help you figure it out.
what kind of magic did he say?
He didn't specifically say. He just said magics of magics, and he was a dreamer of dreams at one point.
Hearing that,
Or
would
druid.
would Diana be able to figure out like what specific kind of magic, especially based on his race?
I will say, hearing Jacob's translation of the words, anyone that wants to can roll history or arcana with a higher DC.
Okay, well, I guess we're going that good old history path.
And also, just a reminder to you guys, since you haven't been paying attention to it, possibly, we currently have 2 advantages left for Jacob. One for Diana, one for Eurydice, one for Rhogar, one for Zeroth, and one for me.
I got a 21.
I got
Eight.
a 23 in history.
Okay, in history. Okay, Diana, was yours Arcana or History?
Mine was Arcana, because I have a +5 in both.
Mine was Arcana, and I got an 8.
Okay.
Since
Oh,
they
you're
did,
right.
If you
since
have
they
a
all
+5,
did Arcana,
Diana,
can I
if
just
you have,
switch mine to History?
I was just gonna say, you're smart enough. Or if you have a +5 in both, you're gonna want to go on the one with the lower DC. History was the lower DC, so you would have gone with
Okay.
that. So you got a 23 in History. Jacob got a 21 in History.
Mhm.
Both of you know that there are certain cultures within the world that magic is more of a religion, and they are more of tribal societies, and their magic, and actually, I'm trying to think, Diana and Jacob, this is a long time ago, and I've been having quite a few lovely beverages this evening, so I can't quite remember. Were both of you were at Oak's tribe?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
especially because Diana got really close to Great Bear.
That's right. Okay. Like I said, it's been such a long time. Okay, so you both know that there are cultures that actually worship magic. Way more so than Oak's tribe did, but you did get a taste of that within Oak's tribe. And actually,
Okay.
Rhogar, you were there too, right? Oh, you're
He was
muted.
there, yeah.
I unmuted myself to remute myself. Yeah, I have primal magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a private.
Exactly. And what you, Diana and Jacob, what you know is that the magic that was displayed by their shaman
Is like the same kind that he's referring to.
is, yes, exactly. That's the magic that a lot of these tribal type magic worshipping tribes
So, question.
focus on, but it's more so, it's much more intense than what was in Oak's tribe. Oak's tribe is more, hey, it's a tribal society, and they happen to use
Okay, I have a
this
question.
primal magic.
It's kind of metagamey, but it's kind of not, only because I'm wondering how much of the knowledge I can blend with the information you just gave me. So he's essentially a seer, because seers
this is
use magic and interpretation from dreams.
Well, hold
That's
on.
why I'm asking.
Just hold patience, young Padawan. All right.
She has none of that.
Yes.
You should
I
know
have
this
both
now.
what both of you know is what I just told you.
Okay.
Diana, you actually know just a hair more. Okay, what you know is not only that base level of knowledge, but you have heard several titles that mostly through stories, because that's
what I was
you
thinking.
do. Mostly through stories, you have heard titles of great shaman within tribes that are completely devoted to this primal type magic. One of those titles that you think it sounds familiar is Dreamer of Dreams. You've also heard of Walker in the Wastes and several others, but Dreamer of Dreams, it's sparking just enough of a memory that you're like, okay, I'm kind of seeing a connection there.
Okay. Knowing all of that, Diana will look at this ghostly tabaxi figure and reach her hand out to him as well, with the palm facing up, letting go of Daedra.
Okay.
And
When you do that, his hand extends over yours as he turns it so his palm is down, hovering over yours. He brings it down, almost to touching, but not, and looks at you. You see his eyes close, all of you. You all feel a searching, a probing feeling. And
Diana,
Jacob,
while he's doing,
hold on 1 second. And
because it's
Jacob,
kind of important.
I know, but while he's doing that, Jacob, you hear in primordial the words, "My mind, your mind, linking, probing, understand the energy, see the problems, figure solutions."
Okay.
Now. And and it only takes a few seconds. Now,
Okay,
Diana,
the
what
reason
were you
I
gonna
asked-
say?
I was gonna say, right when he brought his hand closer, Diana was gonna grab the bag of holding off of her hip and set it next to her, so it wasn't attached to her. Because the
Okay.
last time she dealt with spirits, they got yeeted.
Okay, no problem.
So she doesn't want the stone, like, attached to her, so she doesn't put the tabaxi at
Yeah.
risk.
No worries. Jacob, you were saying something.
Okay. No, I mean, he was just kind of reacting to hearing those words.
Okay.
What's the solution?
Okay. His hand pulls away. His eyes open.
And she will put the bag back.
He looks at you, Diana, and nods. And when he turns his face towards Jacob, you all feel resolution, confidence, surety. And Jacob, you hear the words, "Unleashed it was. Power dwells within your friend.
Oh,
She
Okay.
must
I'm sending you a
contain-"
message really quick. Hang on, I'm sending
okay.
you a message really fast before you finish that.
Alright. We'll see if it changes anything I say.
Oh, well, since we're taking
Evil.
this
Oh, sorry.
momentary break,
Yes.
I've been trying to figure this out. My brain hurts. So you see this 10-foot radius I made?
yeah.
Can you not
Yeah.
get it?
Does the see how she's standing? She's technically in it, but technically she'd be a space over. But because the spell overlaps into that circle, like that square, is that part of it?
Okay, well, hold on. Say that one more time.
I wish I could
and-
move
so I can
Rhogar.
focus. So this 10-foot radius.
Yeah, see how at the edge it's got like the half of each of the corner squares?
Yes.
Is that part of the spell? Like, because I keep getting mixed things online, and there's no clear answer.
I will have to look into that and make a determination. What is the question you're going with that? Like,
Oh, I'm just trying to see how many people I can fit into a 10-foot radius.
for what spell or ability?
Oh, it was for tomorrow. In case anything bad shows up, I can cast.
Well, technically, your entire group will fit within that.
Well, I mean, I want to make sure that it's safe for the other people. I guess I can cast it. No, I can't. I only have
Yeah, I
so
mean,
many per
you're basically going to be able to get your group easily, maybe a couple more. I will say, because really, I'm going to put it at, it's more along the lines of the center. It's emanating from you.
Oh, well, it's a point where it's a point where I choose.
Yeah, or a point where you choose. So like usually like a center. So I'm going to say actually, and it's a 10-foot.
Yeah, it is a 20-foot high cylinder, so I could stack people on top
it's
of
a
each
cylinder,
other.
But
I was
10
thinking
foot-
of magic
But
circle.
10 foot, I'm going to say... Ah, damn it. I hit the wrong button. That's what happens. Okay, there we go. So 10 foot. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, if I do.
I'm going to say you're going to be able to fit 8 people in
Okay,
there.
that's what I got
9
originally.
counting yourself. So,
Yeah, and then we just stack
Alright.
people on top of us. Okay, I got this, you guys. Don't worry, we're safe.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, I don't know if that changes what you do, but
nope. That's interesting info, but yes. Okay, thank you. So, as I was saying to Jacob, you hear, power within.
Unleashed.
Unleashed. She must contain. Cocoon? Not contained. Results. That's what it was. Perhaps due to... Then you hear him pause as he searches for the right word.
Okay.
And you don't get a word from him. more just the feeling, as he can't seem to vocalize it, but you get the feeling of stress. And then he says, "Child, bring that."
What? And he says that in common aloud.
And Diana's just gonna look at him confused, like, what?
Like, Star-Lord moment of ego going, hey, I did that thing. And the full fucking parallax vertigo zoom. What?
Dolly zoom.
Yes.
And Diana's just like, what?
And he turns and looks at her. And looks at her stomach. And then looks back up at her.
Would Diana pick up on that?
What?
With Jacob, insight check with advantage.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, I got a natural 20. I got a 30.
Yeah, a 30? Oh, oh yeah, you clearly know that Jacob knows what you've been suspecting. He now...
And Diana, she will immediately stand up, point a finger at him and the tabaxi, and just go, no.
What?
No. And the moment you can see the crystals on her hands starting to form again as she starts shaking, and she's like, no. And she just keeps repeating it over and over and over and over again.
Now, as
the crystals like get thicker and thicker.
As you're doing that, the solid-looking but ghostly hand quickly reaches out, and one finger, it touches your forehead. You don't feel it, but it's there. And all of you, for just a brief moment, your vision is blinded with a bright flash.
How dare you?
As Diana, all of the crystal ice that has been forming around your wrists stops, and you feel this unnatural but welcome sense of calm. As Jacob, you hear, "I try help. Poor thing. Suffering."
Oh, goodness.
And because he's calmed her, because I know what spell he used, the crystals will vanish, like just fall off of her.
They went away as soon as he did it. Yeah.
Like they just fall off of her, and she slowly takes a breath and goes, "I can't be." And she stresses that word.
Jacob just Jacob doesn't say a word. He just walks over, practically through the thing.
That's so rude.
And just hugs Diana.
And like she starts crying at this point, even with the calming spell.
Eurydice like leans over to Zeroth and she's like, Do you know what just happened?
I haven't the slightest fucking clue.
What?
I think I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure, and I'd like confirmation before I make any assumptions. But you know, emotional moment, I guess.
I mean, I'm all ears.
She's pregnant. How do you guys not understand?
Well,
Oh, well, never mind. I get you now that I think about it.
Oh no.
You
Hey,
people go through a lot.
Yeah, during the hug, Diana's just
tired.
like,
I like confirmation before it all. I make assumptions. So.
Yeah. But Sarah.
But yeah,
you know, being a
Diana's
pregnant
just-
person?
yeah, Diana's just be like, I can't be. This is the last. I can't.
And well, after you say that, I need all of you, except Eurydice,
To make a
To make
pregnancy
perception
check. Ah,
A
close
perception
enough.
check. Okay.
I was like, am I pregnant?
Yes, Rhogar is pregnant.
Oh my God, Rhogar, no!
Guys,
I
that's some
got an
bad
8.
news.
Which kind of
Got a
fits
16.
Diana right now.
I got 3.
I
I'm
had an
shocked by
18.
Zero not knowing
Alright.
what pregnancy.
What'd you get, Zeroth?
Got a 16.
Okay. Jacob. And
I got
Diana.
an
By the way,
18.
you guys are a little preoccupied, so your DC is actually a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay.
Which I'm not faulting given Diana's mental state at the moment.
And Jacob, what'd you get?
I got a 18.
Okay. So Jacob, Zeroth, and Eurydice. All three of you actually get a feeling and from this creature amongst your midst, the dreamer of dreams, that alarm, something wrong approaches. That's the
You're
words you hear.
Hold it on my-
That's the feeling the other two of you get.
Okay. Jacob
Must
immediately
move now.
in her hug.
As
In the hug will cast his mage armor just in case around her,
okay,
around Diana.
you're casting
Send the mage armor?
on Diana. I think that is self only, but
No, if it is a touch spell, if I touch
It is
another
touch,
willing
okay.
creature,
okay, perfect then. That's fine.
He cast it on me
Just,
before.
I just,
well,
I don't play a lot of wizards in 5th edition, so. Yep,
sorry, hold
touch,
on.
so
If
you're good.
they're not wearing armor, she is wearing armor, so it does not work.
She is wearing armor, yeah.
Yep.
And that is the thing about 5th edition is you're using one calculation or another. Mage armor
Yep.
is a calculation, so is wearing armor, so it's
Yep.
one or the other. Whatever's better.
So, if that's the case, he's going to turn and keeping his grip on her to be ready to fight in some way.
Eurydice has her knives out. Wait, no, she pulls out her bow.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't have any ranged spells again.
Rhogar and Diana, you both see your three companions seem to go on alert, and which is very obvious. And now that you've seen them seem to change their disposition and take some kind of preparation action, that feeling of alarm, danger, approaches, it all fills you coming from the Dreamer of Dreams. And you know you are no longer safe where you are.
Okay. So Jacob knows from his dumb little experiments that in order to move, you have to have something push it, right?
Yes. That's as
Okay.
far as you understand, yes.
All right. Jacob, after embracing onto Diana, is yes.
So
Go for it.
Zeroth could use fly, or Rhogar could use fly, and he was just able to use fly. He was able to fly. What's stopping us from polymorphing like Zeroth into a giant eagle and having him pull the boat somewhere?
I
I
could
was
just fly
actually
behind
going
them.
to bring out Boreas and have him
That
use
works too.
the wind. Okay, and Jacob focuses, and he will cast Conjure Elemental and bring
Okay.
out his oh goodness. He should still have a piece of it. I need to double check.
I assume you're bringing
Um,
out an air elemental?
Yes, yeah. So he drops one of his incenses out of his bag and just lights it with the tinderbox, and all of a sudden, the smoke around it swirls until the air elemental appears. All right, boys, I need you to
What? Quick question. What size elemental is it?
It is a large air elemental.
All right. So you now have a large air elemental that appears on the deck of the ship before all of you guys. You see it, and there, it's just there.
Should I help it?
So, it will fly. It will move towards the mast. Are any of the sails down?
The front two sails are down, like the far front and the amidships on the main mast.
Okay, it will start moving up the main one to get up to it. It has a speed of 90.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it will use its charge for whirlwind against the sail.
Okay. So it does so, and all of you, and you see all of the deckhands and the captain of the ship, you all feel this surge forward, and it's not enough to take you off your feet, but it is enough to make you check yourself a little bit with a step or a half step, as you feel the ship seem to surge forward.
Okay.
And Jacob,
Okay.
you hear coming from the Dreamer of Dreams. Good. Need distance. Danger coming.
Okay, that's good.
Do you
he will
guys
go up.
need to push the ship from the back? Since
I don't.
we noticed that it was easy to pull you like you weighed nothing, so maybe the ship weighed nothing?
So I was thinking, Zeroth could be polymorphed into like a bird and pull us along.
Yeah, if I think if all three of us work together, like your wind elemental, me, and then a bird can pull this ship. I
Of
can
some
push.
type.
Yeah, and then the wind dude can just blow.
Go. Do its thing.
Make me the biggest bird you can.
I mean, it's just a giant.
Hey,
I can't
Quick
make.
question.
Yes?
Jason?
Yeah, I said yes.
Oh, you didn't come through my headphones.
Oh,
Were
okay.
you tinkering with Diana at any point?
Not that I know of.
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Okay, because my dragon's breath is gone and I suddenly have witch bolt.
What?
That's an interesting spell. I like that spell.
Okay,
And-
that's freaking weird. Because
And my
haven't
armor-
touched her.
Yeah, and my armor of Agathis is higher now. Like I can use it in multiple spell slots now.
Well, you
Yeah,
should
no,
always
Like I'm
be able to
not
use it
mad
multiple
because I
times.
never used dragon's breath,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'll
We-
look at it later. I'm just letting you know.
I think
Yeah,
we talked
I
about it. You
haven't
changed
touched
it around to have one of your things
Oh,
be
did I
Armor
never
of
change it
Agathis.
back?
I haven't touched it. That's one thing. I'm never going to remove spells or anything that you have on your
No.
characters.
I think
The only
Jacob.
ti- yeah.
I think Zeke's
Yeah.
right. I think I did fuck with it one day, and I just didn't fuck with it back.
Yeah.
Can I keep that?
If I would say sure, why not?
Because I never used dragon's breath anyway.
Yeah, I would say sure, why not? It's but
And then
as
my
a
armor
reminder,
through Agathis is stronger.
I will never change your characters without telling you, with the exception of I may, which very rarely done, but I may go in and add something to your equipment. You know, maybe like
Okay.
a minor magic item or some
Yeah,
gold
no,
or
it's
something
just-
like that. But other than that, I'm not. And that stuff I might do without saying anything, but that's a very slim chance of even that. So than anything, if I'm actually going to go into your characters and do anything, I will tell you. So,
Okay, well, thank you for letting me keep that, because I kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
that now that her armor's stronger. I'm sorry. I
no problem.
guess I never put it back. My apologies.
No worries. Not a big deal. So, any who's it's?
What just happened? Because I wasn't listening to anything because I was confused
Wow.
what happened to my character sheet.
Wow.
I'm casting
well, I
flying
need-
myself.
Well, I need to clarify from you guys. So Jacob has an elemental that is up and seeming to provide wind into the sails, and the ship is moving forward.
Yep.
Rhogar, are you indeed casting fly and attempting to push the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. And is someone turning Zeroth into a giant eagle? And if so, who and how?
I guess that has to be me.
You got
I think I'm the only one with polymorph. Question before she does that though. Would Jacob have said the because did he give her the armor or did he not give her the armor?
He could not give her the armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on the fucking 30 insight check I got beforehand, would you be able to notice he was worried about her safety? After the whole apparently Empirical reveal?
Yeah, I'll say
okay.
Absolutely.
Then I'm gonna have her do two things. The moment she realized how worried he was about it, I'm gonna use one of my 4th level spell slots for Armor of Agathis, now that I can get higher.
Okay.
Which is for an entire hour, and it gives me an additional 20 temp hit points.
Yep. Alright. Good call.
And then I will use Polymorph on Zeroth. Actually, I'll do it at 3rd level. I'll do 15 hit points, and then I'll use... So that way I'm not chewing up all of my 4th levels all at once.
Okay, so you're doing a 3rd level Armor of Agathis, and
Yeah.
then doing Polymorph. Okay?
Because Polymorph is 4th level.
Yep. So
Smart.
you are concentrating on Polymorph, and you've got Armor of Agathis at 3rd level on you.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay.
And Eurydice will tie a rope around Zeroth and then tie it to the front of the ship so that he's not just flying off
around the talon.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay, so Zeroth, as a
I think he took
giant
Cooper
eagle,
outside.
as a giant eagle, gets a rope tied around one of his talons or his feet, so to speak. And,
Or it's like a loop, and he's grabbing it with his talons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And begins to try to fly forward of the ship. And as soon as he gets forward of the ship far enough, Zeroth, currently you have the mental stats of an eagle.
I don't think I think he took Cooper outside.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Oh, that's right.
he said
Yeah,
I
you
could
did. I saw it.
I could basically be Zeroth for
Okay.
for a few months.
Okay. Yeah, Yuri can guide Zeroth to help the team. Got it. Okay. So currently he has the mental stats of an eagle. So all he knows is what an eagle knows. He knows you are friends. He knows the intention of what you're wanting him to do, and he is attempting to do that. However, as he flies out over the ship, over the bow, and beyond, as soon as he gets, as far as you can gauge, about 10 to 15 feet out, it's like as he's flapping, his wings are not pushing against anything, and the ship catches up to him. The ship catches up to him, and then he is able to move out again, back about 10, 15 feet, and then he's flapping, and nothing is moving until the ship catches up to him.
Okay.
So can I...
There's no wind.
Okay, then I have a question before all of that would happen. Wouldn't we have known that based off Jacob's experiment?
Well, that's also why I'm flying in the back, pushing at the same time. He's pulling. And
Okay, then I have another question.
Yes.
If Rhogar was able to fly around, why could not Zeroth?
Because
mine's magical.
yeah, his is magic.
Okay.
He's
So based on that,
actually
so based on that logic and Jacob's little experiment, wouldn't we have automatically known the bird thing wouldn't have worked?
Not automatically.
Technically, no, because no experiment involved Jacob sending out Hrim or anything that normally could fly out there.
Okay, because I was
Plus,
gonna
he
ask, okay, could I just keep my spell slot? But never mind.
Plus, you weren't there when Jacob did his experiments. You were still in the ice. And he didn't really explain what he did to anyone else.
Nope. He just kind of did it.
I was just trying to preserve a spell slot because I don't know when I'm gonna get them back because I don't know how time works.
Well,
He'll get in
Because
a
I don't
couple
know
hours.
if it, like, as each day passes, we automatically get the stuff back, or
It's
I don't
just like a
know.
long rest.
Yeah. Once
Like a
we
normal
sleep
long
for
rest.
8 hours, well, 6 hours, and then 2 hours of non-movement.
So, how long does your elemental stick around, Jacob?
The elemental will be there for the entirety of. Honestly, I don't remember if it's super long or not. So give me one moment to check.
Yeah.
Eurydice,
worries.
once she realizes
It's for a minute.
Oh my. Well,
no,
yeah.
it's not. It
Okay.
takes a minute to cast, but it's there for an hour.
Okay,
It's
so
there
it's
for
as
an hour.
long as
I
feel.
thought it was longer than a minute.
once
And your
Eurydice
fly
uses-
is 10 minutes, right, Rhogar?
Yeah, my fly is 10 minutes, but I can
And
burn
you-
another spell slot.
Okay, and Eurydice, what were you going to say?
Eurydice, once she realizes that the
Wait,
flying
I have a
bird-
question. Can I change the shape during the spell?
Hold on. Let Eurydice ask her question, and then I will respond to you in a sec.
Once Eurydice realizes that bird thing isn't working, she's going to call Zeroth back in and just kind of have Eagle sit down and just be.
My
Hold
my
on one
question.
second. Yeah, I understand your question. I'm just looking to verify.
Because if not, I have an idea.
Yeah, nope, you can't change it once you've changed it once.
Okay.
It's just you can drop the spell so that they change back to normal, but all you can do is change them into whatever you've decided to change them into.
Okay.
For
My next
up to
question.
an hour.
My next question is: when he flaps the wings, can we feel wind?
Where are you
Like, do
standing
we
in
feel-
relation to him?
No,
So-
like if Diana walks over to the eagle and goes, just flap your wings a couple of times, would she feel a breeze?
So you're standing on the deck of the ship, and he's right next to you.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Can Diana have Eurydice have him grab onto one of the wooden bars of the sails and use the air from his wings to make it go faster?
You can always try.
Do you want to try that since he can't pull it?
Well, I mean, he can pull it, just he struggles.
It's not very effective. And
Because Jason made it sound like he wasn't moving at all.
No,
until
it-
the boat got
no,
back up.
he moved. Like it was just like he had to go, pull, stop, wait, go, and repeat.
What
Because I was thinking if he's up by the sail, increasing the amount of wind in it, it'll make it go faster.
No, I'm sure. Would pushing the boat be considered an action? I'm pretty sure it would be.
Yeah.
Can a giant eagle push a boat?
I
No,
mean-
can it?
I mean, isn't Jacob's thing just ramming the boat?
No, it's
No.
pushing stuff.
This-
It's pushing wind into the sails.
Okay.
His thing is actually flying up next to the sails and blowing wind into the sails.
Yeah, I just heard charge, so I thought it just kept charging at it. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of.
No, it's technically a charge thing where each round you roll to see if it gets it
Yeah.
back.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah, I know. What
But
you're
it's
talking
overall, it's giving you progress in movement.
Yeah,
And-
because like there's multiple sails, so if we have him grab onto the wood of another sail and use his wings to create strong breezes into the sail, it might increase the speed of the boat. Just like how when you blow into a piece of paper, you can, but if you have two people blowing into the paper,
That wouldn't be a lot of wind.
I don't know how big you guys had me make him.
I
It
think
was
he's
y'all's idea. I
He's
just
a
didn't
giant
know.
eagle.
yeah, they're
If
large.
he's a giant
he's
eagle, then
considered a
he's-
large creature.
Yeah.
Yes. He's the same size as the elemental, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many feet can I go in 10 minutes?
In 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you're trying to go all out,
yeah.
you're using your movement and your action to dash.
Like, I want to
Technically,
ram
you
the
can go
boat.
1,200 feet in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. I was assuming you were kind of semi-taking it leisurely before, and
Oh, hell
only
no.
using your move action when you went away from the ship. So that's why I said you went 600 feet per minute.
Yeah.
Okay. But here it sounds like you were wanting to try to haul ass.
Yeah, I'm like
So-
ramming if I can.
Yeah, so you're
Well,
basically doing 120 feet around.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll pick up some pace eventually with my pushing for 10 minutes and then another 10 minutes, and I'm done for the day, y'all.
Jacob will, as he's like walking past Diana, give another kind of like small hug, and he is going to ask the creature in Primordial to follow him up to the wheel of the ship.
Okay. So, Jacob, you head up to the upper deck next to the helm.
Yep.
Where the captain and the helmsman are. And right now, both of them, especially the captain, have kind of looks of astonishment and
Can
wonder
Diana just
at
follow
what the
Jacob
fuck is
like a
happening.
puppy?
Hold on one second.
Can Diana just follow Jacob like a puppy?
Yeah, she can.
Please.
She can.
Like,
But,
she doesn't want to be away from him right now.
But I mean, they've got looks on their faces like, what the fuck? You know, what the hell is going on? And you come up there, and so does, as far as
Diana.
you know, his name is just the Dreamer of Dreams. He
Dreamer of
seems
Dreams,
to
okay.
hover with you and make his way
And-
up there. And in fact,
Alright.
you also see Antonio has made his way from whatever he was currently assigned task up towards Diana,
Mm-hmm.
and he seems to be following you guys around, and he kind of leans down and whispers to you, Diana, like, "Is everything all right? This is a little weird."
Because she's stressed enough as is, despite the calm. Like, the calm still prevented her from freaking out, but she's still
Yeah.
stressed. So she's
Oh, yeah.
just gonna, like, whisper to Antonio, just like, aside from me apparently being locked in a crystal and realizing I'm apparently, no,
Uh-huh.
things are not okay. She can't even, like, say the word.
Okay, well, and then he says, "Well, don't worry. I protect my friends." And he actually straightens himself up. You kind of get the impression. I won't even have you roll an insight check on this,
Yep.
but you get the impression from him that when he was asking you that, he seemed a little nervous because all of this is strange. Everyone on the crew is kind of on edge, even the captain. But he seemed a little bit stressed himself. But then when he heard the stress in your voice and your problem, he was like, no, I'm protecting my friend. And
His mom
stands
mode.
up.
His mom
stands up-
override.
Yeah, he stands up straight, and he starts, just, you can tell he's putting on a little bit of an air, but he's trying to be brave and put on a brave face to make you feel safer.
Aw, she's just gonna, like, give him a, like, she tries to smile as best she can. She's like, "Thank you, but please also bear in mind your own safety."
And he turns and smiles, and you can tell that the bravado, even though he was kind of faking it, it didn't take him long until he was faking it till he made it, so to speak.
Nice.
Because
That's fair.
yes, I'll get you in a second, Ulysses. The faking it till you make it, because the bravado with which he comes back and says, "I can handle myself," is genuine.
Nice.
Aw.
Eurydice, what did you want to say?
Okay, so you said that earlier, if the rope was like you said it was like 10 or 15 feet long when it was attached to the ship.
Well,
and
you didn't exactly specify the length of the rope. What I really said is, once Zeroth in bird form seemed to get about 10 to 15 feet ahead of the ship.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It seemed like he wasn't moving anymore, and the ship caught up to him.
So what if he's restricted with how far he can go? Like he can only go like 5 feet away from the ship. Is he still able to get air? Is he still able to move?
Is that something you're going to try, or are you just posturing?
I kind of want to try that.
All right. Is he
They're
back
off.
yet?
Yes, he's back.
I am back.
Is that something you are willing to try? Right now?
Yes.
Remind you, you still currently have a bird brain. Literally, you have the mental stats of an eagle.
I don't know if that's too different from his own, actually.
It's a little different.
No.
It's a little different.
You're smarter than me, y'all. Calm down.
So I just hold up rope, just grab and fly, and I've just shortened it.
All right.
Call, I'm a fly.
All right. So is that you go ahead and do
Call, kids. It's Kenny Crow.
that? So you go ahead and do that, and as you try it, it seems to be working as far as you can tell. Zeroth is staying while he's on a shorter leash, so to speak. He seems to be actually maintaining his position ahead of the ship. It's only by 5 feet, but he's maintaining his position. He's not falling back. Whether that's adding to your actual velocity, it's hard to tell, but your best guess, it's probably doing something.
Yeah. Dumb question.
Dumb answer.
The rope that I had tied to the back, I never untied it. Since I'm flying in the back, can I see if the rope is staying at a constant pace floating with me pushing?
It seems to be.
Okay.
It changes a bit every now and then as you. I mean, you're pushing from the back, but you can kind of, you don't have to be down low to push. You can be right at the back and actually see over the railing and stuff like that. So you can see the air elemental up near the sails and everything, and it's not every single turn, so to speak, that it can actually create the gust of wind. So it's kind of like a surge and a movement slowly slacks off over 10-15 seconds, and then another surge. So you can see that rope.
Okay.
It's definitely moving as you're pushing, and it seems to level out even more, i.e. you're moving a little faster when Zeroth is now pulling from only 5 feet away.
Okay.
Not much of a change, but enough that you can notice because you're right there. And then every surge, it's the rope, there's a clear indication of increased velocity, and then it kind of slowly backs down, and then another surge. So that's what you end up seeing.
Yeah.
So
at the end of my spell,
are you going to cast it a second time to get 20 minutes total?
I'm gonna step off and then wait 30 seconds, since that's a few rounds, just to see how it's going, if it's keeping the same, or if I was actually
if it's actually space and we're still just going at the same velocity.
Yeah, seeing if I need to put another slot.
Give me a perception check.
Hey, Eurydice, get over here.
Tell me what's going on. What do you need me to see?
No, it's totally Rhogar on this one.
Oh, well.
Not bad, though.
Good job.
While Eurydice is looking over the edge and Zeroth's blah 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 blah, Diana's actually going to lightly tug on the back of Jacob's robes to get his attention.
Yes.
And quietly, in Sylvan, because she's trying to keep it relatively private, she's gonna go. We don't have to talk about it right now, but can we? I remember some things I heard in the crystal.
That's my wife.
And before she even finishes her word, yes, we can talk about it later.
Okay.
And he literally just holds his hand back so that if she needs it for comfort, she can grab it.
Oh, she's gonna immediately cling to his entire arm.
All right.
Okay.
What'd you get for a perception check there, Rhogar?
18.
It's back.
18. Okay, yeah, you do notice a slight decrease in what seems to be the overall, velocity of the ship. I mean, that's just the best way to say it. So, it doesn't seem like a ton, but it definitely was something.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll burn my last spell slot and go for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna be worn out by the end of the day.
Okay.
Hey, doesn't Zeroth, when he turns back to a person, have this fancy ability that gives us back our spell slots?
It's one person, I think.
Yes.
It's one
I
person.
can only do it
and
one
1d3.
time per person.
It still
Yeah.
gives us, which means you give me my polymorph back.
Depending.
Or
Yeah,
fly.
You can't get polymorph. That's a 4.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It
damn
is a
it!
1 through
It's got
3.
limits.
Okay, I
Anywho.
can get my armor or a Vagathis back.
Yeah.
Or we can
Anyhow.
get.
Yeah, well, I'm still bird brain and I'm still flying.
I know,
So
I'm just-
Yes.
I'm just pointing
So-
that back out because I think his fly is also a third.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
flight is 3rd.
Yeah.
So he could also
After
get a.
20 minutes
Okay.
of movement,
Actually,
you
there was something I was doing.
Yes, go ahead.
So Jacob was walking to the helm,
Yeah,
and
you're up there at the helm.
he whistles to get Frim to fly over onto his shoulder, and he looks at the captain and goes, "I'm sorry, sir. I know this is very strange, but do you mind if I take over the wheel for a moment?"
Captain
Wow.
Argo looks at you and goes, "Honestly, I have no fucking idea what's happening right now. Be my guest."
Okay. And Jacob stands and grabs onto both sides of the wheel, and then in Primordial, knowing that the Dreamer of Dreams is near him. "Are your people going to hurt us, and can you lead me to them?"
Ask him to lead us to the way out.
Yeah,
You hear
Tired.
from him. You hear from him. "I have no people here. Death is a journey for the individual.
Okay, fair.
All here are either fodder or fright."
Okay. He just, alright, that's cool.
Can he
Can you
lead
lead
us
me
out?
to the thing out? And can you let me know when we're closing in on danger?
Eurydice is actually going to go up to the crow's nest, and she's going to keep a lookout.
Okay.
So,
And he says to you, "Danger closing,
Which direction?
but thinking actions will keep safe this group. Turn
Okay.
that way." And he points a little bit off to your right.
Alright. Jacob will... Okay.
Yeah, Diana's like she just thought of something and she's gonna tug on one of Jacob's arms a little bit and go, "Which direction are the not safe people? Can he point in that direction?"
Well, right now, he's pointing me to the direction out, and how to... Because, again, he didn't really specify anything until just in the moment. He's now, I think, pointing me in the direction out and away from bad things until danger is close again.
Okay, because I can... And can he describe the exit door wherever we're going?
I have no clue yet.
Can you ask? There's a reason I am asking.
Okay,
It's the one thing I might be able to do.
Okay, well, he is holding on. He basically grabs onto her and shouts out to everyone, brace, as he turns the wheel to go in the direction he had told him to go.
Does it actually
Not going
turn?
that fast.
He's still doing it because the surge of wind was enough to make people stumble.
Oh, yeah.
As you turn the wheel, surprisingly, the ship does alter course. And you
Okay.
align yourself approximately 20 degrees off from the direction you were headed.
And then after the wheel has been turned, he kind of lets Diana go so that she can move around again. Okay, and then he's gonna, in Primordial, can you lead us to where the not bad thing? Or can you describe the exit? What does it look like?
He moves up right beside you at this point. And he says, "Direction is now good. Danger directly behind, but fades.
Okay.
Ahead is more, but distant.
Okay.
Escape possible, as stated before,
Okay.
but not seen with these eyes. Only rumor from other fodder like I."
Okay. So, Jacob turns his head slightly to Diana. Okay, so we have... He doesn't know what it looks like. He's heard stories from the others. Danger behind us is fading away. There is danger in front of us, it's just at a distance, so I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. But he says he just doesn't know what it looks like.
Diana, now that she's thinking back to all the other times, like, it's interacted with the group. He knows Common, he doesn't speak Common. Otherwise, he wouldn't be understanding what she would have said about the crystal and everything to a certain degree. So...
Jacob, you hear in your head, "Smart. Understands
Well,
many
shit.
things."
And she's gonna turn to the Tabaxi and go, "You were able to look into my head. Can you reverse that so I can try to hear or see all the stories you're talking about the exit, so I can get as much detail as I can?"
And Jacob, you hear, "No. What did to help you cost much. No." And you hear a long pause, as again he once more seems to be searching for the word, and at this point in time, again the word itself doesn't come across, but more the feeling of not quite energy, but more pure power, as in the pure power of the forces that you have seen in like the portal and things like that. He's, from what your understanding is, he's clearly talking about the manipulation of the raw energy fields that create magic, that primal magic that he seems to be attuned to.
Okay. Diana, I don't... He says that he can't really do that. It took a lot of magic to be able to do the thing that he already did to you. I don't know what else to do or say about that.
Okay, then...
But you are right, and he will continue and, like, good job being, like, and, like, nudges her on the side of her head. She's like, good job on picking that up. Yes, he can understand everyone else. He just can only speak one language.
Okay, that's fine. Ask him as best he can to describe the stories he's heard to you, and I need you to tell them to me word for word.
Oh, goodness. You are asking me to focus on driving the ship, make sure he's also focusing on danger coming up to us, as well as telling
She's
us
gonna
the story
turn.
for everything?
She's gonna hold her hand up to him to stop him.
Yeah,
Turn
it
to
should be simple,
Antonio.
right?
Yeah, turn to Antonio and go, can you keep a ship on course?
And hold on a second before I answer that. What was that, Zeroth?
Oh no, I was just making a pun. Don't worry about it.
No, I want to hear it. Damn it!
Well, it's already left my brain. I don't remember it now.
I mean, it's just that easy and simple.
And you say that out loud to Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay. And Captain Argo, who's also right there, goes...
It was her first thought.
Yeah, goes... If this the heading you need, we can handle it.
Okay, I need you to
Helmsman.
do that.
Back on course. Steady as she goes. Take over.
And she's gonna...
The helmsman
turn-
moves up and looks at you, Jacob, and just kind of gives you a look like, it's okay, man. I got this.
Okay, and he backs up.
And when she does, she's gonna turn back to Jacob and go, like I said, I need you to tell me word for word how... And she's like, I have a couple pieces left, but just in case, how well your creation thing, is that only gold, or can you do other items?
I can do other items, it just depends.
Okay. Because I have a couple pieces left. I should be able to do this. If you can give me every tiny ounce of information he can from those stories by telling me word from word, I might be able to pinpoint the door.
Okay,
You're gonna need to give me like 10 minutes, though.
it's fine. I trust you. Just hold on. And he then goes and he will ask, okay, before I want to hear all of your stories, I want you to let me know when even during the stories, if those things are getting close, I do not care. Stop the story and tell me so I can avert the people driving, steering, helming, all of it.
Can do.
Okay, and Jacob will take Diana by her hands and sit. Just sit down.
She's gonna pull
And
out parchment and ink from when she was working on her ballad, and actually like bring out a new piece of paper and go, all right, just start going. And everything Jacob tells her about the story, she's going to write down word for word.
Okay.
So, you hear him begin to explain many little details. Mostly, they come across as just bits and pieces of information. The one thing he is sure about is the direction. According to him, many sources have agreed upon the location of an exit. But as far as the details as about what it actually is, what it looks like, how big it is, how small it is, and things like that, he is unfortunately unaware of any concrete information, only the few things he's been able to pick up, and they are hearsay.
That's fine.
The other things he does know, however, are the reason he has so little information is those that have managed to communicate with him back and forth and provide him with any of the information that he does have are very few, because according to rumor and just passing of information, very few have gotten close, because there are things, dangerous things, that are drawn to this nexus point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, one in particular, he can identify a few. To you, Diana, as Jacob translates the descriptions of potential dangers and creatures per se seem far-fetched and not quite like anything you've necessarily heard, with the exception of one in particular that he is sure of. And he says it is only known as a shadow horror.
Oh.
Okay. Once she has all of that information, as much as she could physically get, she's going to look at the captain again and go, I have my own supplies if needed, but do you have anything on this ship that is ivory? Anything at all? Yeah. Be it decoration pieces, pieces of platter, just anything that is ivory.
Quick question for you. Is this for a spell component?
Yes.
Is it a cost listed? Is it a cost listed spell component or just a component?
It's just I just need incense and ivory pieces.
And it doesn't have a cost listed for them.
Worth at least 50 gold each.
Mm.
But what she was gonna do is she was gonna create piles. Like if they're small pieces, create a pile worth 50 and then a pile worth 50. She has her own components if she needs to use them. She's just trying not to.
You would have to use your own in this respect.
Okay, that's fine. So once she has every tiny piece of information she can, it's not a, but it's something. She's going to grab all of the components she needs from her own pouch and set it up, and she's gonna go, I need 10 minutes for no one to touch me or talk to me.
No problem. So, while you take your 10 minutes and your time to cast your spell, the Dreamer of Dreams continues to speak with you, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And what you hear from him is, journey long, many days.
Okay.
Hopeful arrive soon, but worry about the danger.
Eurydice seizes up at the crow's nest, looking out for the danger specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which you won't. I'm not going to have you roll a perception check at this point, but you do not notice anything at this point. You have been going. I would say by now, you've definitely had the 20 minutes. Rhogar, your fly spells have ended. You're back standing on the ship. Everyone feels like you've made some progress, and Jacob, you would get reassured that the danger that was approaching, you have outdistanced it, and with the elemental continuing to provide, gusts approximately every few rounds, being able to give you a surge, and what you managed to put together with Zeroth as an eagle, you seem to be maintaining a pace that is lengthening the distance between you and the danger that happened to be honing in on you. So, from what you can relay to the rest of the group, Jacob, that according to the Dreamer of Dreams, what he senses as approaching danger is being left in the dust. And what he relays to you as far as future danger is distant. It's not what he feels. It's he knows the path you are taking. Is that towards the possible way to escape that he has heard of? And
Okay.
that there are many dangers surrounding it.
Okay.
So, once she's got her 10 minutes, she is going to cast Legend Lore, using all of the information that was given to try and get more on said exit.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
It says the more you have, the better, but
Mhm. So you are casting Legend Law. Where are you, spell? There you are. Okay, so
because it even says like tales, stories,
Mhm.
or even like secret lore or rumors and such as such.
okay, so as you cast the spell,
It's the only
All
attempt
you-
I have to do anything.
all you get off of it is it's more of it's almost like it is being spoken by the Dreamer of Dreams, as it is in primordial, and thus the translation to common is broken. So what you understand from the spell,
While she's hearing it, can she repeat the primordial out
well,
loud?
you're not actually hearing primordial.
Okay.
This is just what I'm saying is it's as if
Oh, the
only
broken
thing
speech
known
pattern. Okay.
Yeah, it's a broken speech, basically. It's what you get from it is pathways exist between the worlds. Some allow transition easily, others through trial. Seek ye that which allows passage, prepare ye, for danger may prevent such traverse as you desire.
Can you repeat all of that?
No. I would have to listen to it again because I don't
Did
have
you
that
just-
written down.
You don't?
Oh,
No.
wow. That was some good words off the top of the head.
Hearing
Can you
that,
repeat it?
would Diana get any? Would she
But if
be
you
able to?
but if you wish, you can
We can
listen to the
okay.
VOD after the game
Ha, ha, ha,
to
ha,
get
ha,
the
ha.
exact wording.
But no, based on what she heard as additional information thanks to the spell, the main thing she's focusing on is that it's in a place between worlds.
What you
Which
would
does
get, what you would get
my-
is that
yeah.
what you would get is that, as I said before, there is the potential for a passage that will allow a connection between worlds. Potentially this world and another. Whether the other is your home world or some other plane is unclear, but there always exists that possibility, and it seems to be that many planes and many dimensions have portals in them that connect one to another in some way, shape, or form. And the problem is finding them and passing through them. For some it's easy, others it is more difficult. And it
Okay,
could be based
so-
it could be based on the transition through could be based
yeah.
on needing certain
Okay.
knowledge or magic,
Yeah.
or overcoming certain physical dangers. They're all different.
Do you mean easy for some people, or because of the plane they're entering?
It could just because of the nature of the individual portals.
Okay.
Each individual portal could be completely different. Some could be as easy as walking up to it and opening a door and walking through. Others could be as difficult as, hey, you want to get through this passage? Great. All you have to do is solve this riddle, balance this plate on top of your head, at the same time as defeating the Tarrasque. Just nothing major.
Yeah.
You need to know
So, Diana, getting all of that, she's going to sigh, look at Jacob, and go, "We have a bigger problem."
Okay, what kind of bigger problem are we talking?
Just because we might find one doesn't mean it's the right one.
Oh boy. Well,
Essentially, everything's interconnected in a bunch of... The best way I can describe it, based on how it's picturing in my head, is spider web. Every single plane is connected through multiple different doors, but you don't know which door's gonna take you where.
okay. Well,
And some of them you can just waltz right through. Other ones, best of luck to you, probably not gonna happen. Because of
Find a
what you have to go through to get through that door.
okay. Well, as
So even if we find it, there's no guarantee or way to see if it's the one that'll take us home.
well, the problem becomes, do we really have a choice to not go to it?
Obviously not. I'm just letting you know it's not going to be as simple as go up, defeat a couple of bad guys, and just waltz through and we're good.
I wasn't
It's-
expecting it to be.
So cocky.
I
And
understand. And he just pulls her into a hug.
Okay. And
It's the
now,
only thing I could
as-
think of.
as you've had your discussions and you've continued traveling up until finally, Diana, you can feel
Mhm.
the polymorph spell on Zeroth is just about at its end.
Alright, so she's gonna call...
As well as you, Jacob, you can feel that in a matter of moments, your elemental will be gone. You call, you call in Zeroth and direct him back in onto the deck.
And my armor is gone.
Yep, your armor is gone. Zeroth reverts from that of a form of a giant eagle back into his Goliath form. The elemental disappears, and Rhogar, who has been keeping track of movement of the ship, notices the line that he had tied off the back. Eventually, a few moments later, goes completely slack, hanging straight down, as the ship is no longer moving at all. And Jacob, you hear in your head, and the rest of you feel, once again from the Dreamer of Dreams, time we have for now, but not too long. No more than a day can wait.
So can we take a long
Must
rest?
move soon after, or danger will approach. You all kind of get that not the words, but the feeling of
Mm-hmm.
of safety, but
But
tempered.
limited. Yeah.
Limited, yes, tempered with caution.
Okay.
At that, we are going to end for tonight.
Can we also
Alright.
claim we got a long rest since everybody's gonna just stop for the night?
If that's what you're going to do after sleeping and then being up for about an hour and a half and then going to sleep straight again, can't quite do that.
No, you cannot.
You
You can take a short rest.
Wake. Short rest
You
isn't
can,
going to help
you can take
more.
a short rest, but you
That's
can't
about
quite
it.
take a long rest yet. You still need You can only do one per quote unquote.
Well, because I
24-hour
never
period.
got one.
No, you actually got the benefits of a long rest coming out of the crystal, we'll say. Because you were basically stuck in there for effectively a day, at least.
Yep.
Yeah, so my question is, like, because it's new for me, could I take one?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sweet.
So, I think that's where we're going to end it tonight, folks. So, first off, I want to say I saw some really cool roleplay tonight. So, everyone gets a point of inspiration to add to their pool.
Yay!
Yay.
And I actually want to give Zeroff, I'm giving you an extra one. So, you get 2 tonight because I really thought your going down the path of talking to Jacob and trying to figure out more about what the hell's going on with you. I thought you did a really cool job with that, so I'm giving you an extra point. And that will be it. So hopefully we will see you all again tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the Tailspire Collaborative Build stream that I do on this channel with Klein and myself. Also next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the next episode of our campaign, The Blackest Heart. And we've got some other things coming up. I will probably be going out of town here relatively soon, so I will keep you informed about that, which will mean that, you know, depending on the internet connection I have, we'll see how, you know, how we're streaming and whether or not we're getting all the bells and whistles or not. But we'll have to just see how that is. But other than that, hope to see you guys next time. And before I let you all go, because I'm still in the Christmas spirit and the giving mood, and yoink, and just wait for it. Mostly waiting for the internet here to catch up to the few. There we go, everybody. Just because we can. Congratulations, happy holidays, happy new year, Merry Christmas, and all that rut. But there you go, everybody. We hope to see you tomorrow for the Collaborative Build stream, and next week, Wednesday, for our next episode of The Blackest Heart. Bye, everybody.